So let's get the music. Actually, I'll read the recap then get the music going. So last time, you guys found yourself at the edge of the lake surrounding an island where Frank was supposedly being kept. Some members of the party were against rescuing Frank, but some of you thought it was worth the effort. You then expended the necessary spell slots to cast Fly on most of the people, whilst Elhorn used his Dimension Door, taking Nihal across the lake. You made your way through some rough terrain on the edge of the island, through a wooded area on the south side, and finally to an open hilly pasture where Roth were grazing, seemingly unattended for the time being. Trying to be as stealthy as you could, you moved northward until you came across some barn-style buildings up ahead. Shapes were spotted darting for a moment within. Angrod decided to investigate, and upon doing so, he brought the party forward, and you guys found two escaped slaves, one male, one female, who were trying to get out. They were looking for some kind of passageway which would lead them off the island and give them a chance to escape. However, they were not convinced the party to, not convinced by the party that they could count on you guys. Basically, I think you rolled a shit persuasion check, but they decided to go their own way, and they give you a bit of info since you pressed them on it, on maybe where Frank's whereabouts was. You guys eventually came across a fair-sized drow force surrounding a pit. They were seemingly torturing or playing with Frank, who was inside the pit, trapped, and being fired on with crossbow bolts. You guys had to jump on them, but Ironbeard decided just to launch a fireball near instantly upon realizing what was going on. A fight then ensued, and the party won it handedly, got Frank, and proceeded to the side of the island they hadn't explored yet. You then found a passageway, a long tunnel, leading downward and apparently under the lake and back to the mainland, but not without encountering a small scouting party of a couple of drow within, and you set up some disorganized but effective ambush. Exiting the tunnel, you find yourselves just south of Eastmire, the Eastmire district, and decided to cast invisibility on yourselves, among other things, to remain unseen, whilst you made your way to Claw Rift to find shelter for the night, and probably the most desolate part of the city. The next day, you guys travelled through the city, trying to keep Frank calm whilst again masking your appearance, walking through many of the districts which made up the whole city. It was going quite well, and you only had really one run-in from a few elite guards coming from the main gate and towards the heart of the city, and they caught you at Lolth's Web, but with a convincing persuasion check, you got past and eventually made your way to Westrift, where you entered, where you came from all those days ago, and you clumsily escaped back into the secret tunnel. That's where we left off.
The spiders are scary, man.
And we are back. So, this is kind of where we are now. Let me just see for a second. So, I'm assuming, yeah, what are you guys up to? Are you resting up, or are you heading straight back from where you came?
I think we were okay, just go.
You're okay to go?
Mm.
So I'm gonna leave that pause.
It's like a Bugs Bunny tune.
Okay.
Did you rest up last time?
You full rested before leaving the city. You won't have time for
Aye.
full rest, because you've been awake for like 3.5 hours or something just from traveling
Yeah, I
the
was
city.
wondering because I had full HP and I wasn't sure if you had rested or not.
It's been
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah, you had. So you guys are just continuing back the way you came. I mean, Grin's pretty happy to do so as well, and
Of course he is.
yeah, you have Frank with you now, rescued back.
Yeet.
Nice.
We did it.
So, here we go. As you start your way back on the path towards the secret tunnel from where you came, you hear a strange noise coming from up ahead. All of you. Echoing throughout the caves. A squelching noise and dampened mumblings. As you head towards, this is sort of the inner cavern which leads to the tunnel from where you came. Sort of like the intersection where you encountered your goblin buddies.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
In pieces.
So yeah, you've all of you've heard this squelchy noise, and it's kind of like a weird sort of mumbling as well.
Directly where we are heading.
Yep, directly coming from that area. Grin kind of stops and looks to you all, since he seems to maybe he thinks you're competent in some ways, but you know.
Ah,
Do
I
we
think so highly
understand
of
what language they're talking?
No, you can't really make out. You could perception check to see if you can hear anything specifically.
Oh,
Eh.
shit. Just a second.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Jordan.
Yep.
I'm going to cast invisibility on myself
Yes.
and then sneak on up.
Okay.
Bold
You-
move, Colin.
You cast invisibility on yourself, and you begin making your way forward. Is anyone else doing anything?
Well, at this point, I just wait for.
I'm gonna cast that as well, but hold back.
Okay. You've cast invisibility and you're staying back. And you hear Angrod whisper pussy. Okay, so as you approach, if no one else is doing anything, the source of this noise, you see in this darkness, of course you do have dark vision, but you do see one lonesome small humanoid figure with pointed ears, sort of in the center of this cavern, hunched over with their back to you. And it looks like they're mumbling to themselves, or could be doing anything really. It's hard to see from this distance. But you're about 60 feet, sort of. This is like at the full range of your vision. You can just see this dark silhouette.
I'm going to cautiously approach with a dagger ready.
Okay. Stealth check me.
Ah, mate. This is my stealth check.
Great start to the day.
It's only downhill from here.
Okay. As you begin approaching, you kick a rock off to the side. Now you are invisible, so it should have given you advantage with that. But nevertheless, you kick a rock off to the side, and the creature stops what it's doing for 2 seconds, then just continues on. Just like the noise stops completely, and it's like nom, 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 nom.
I keep going quietly.
Right. As you continue to approach, you see on closer inspection, it looks like a goblin. Not only that, you recall this goblin from when you slaughtered the band. This appears to be the one that got away. And as you walk around to the side, you see it's eating a pumpkin with fervor.
Bless him.
It's like
Halloween spirit.
It's a spoopy theme.
Right, well,
some time's passed if the rest of you wanted to do anything at this point.
I'm patting. Who's a good boy? You're good.
He's just like "Meow."
Shh, keep it there.
Anyways, Angrod, what would you like to do?
who goes there? Angrod says.
It seems to be ignoring you completely and just continues eating. It's just like covered. It's just in a state, like claws and face just covered in pumpkin juice and seeds. You still haven't really seen its face, because it's just like buried into it.
Can I walk around the front of it?
Yeah.
I just at this point, I'm just gonna like take Dawnbringer like in my hand. I'm gonna turn him on,
Okay.
and I'm just like kind of like see if it's like have a look at its face.
Okay. As you bring out the sword, as you walk around it, you blink, and then its back's to you again.
No.
Continue just eating away.
I walk back round.
Yep,
I try and keep my eyes open as long as I can.
sure. The urge to blink is just too much for you, and it happens again.
Roll to dry your eyes.
What would that be? Survival?
You could have sworn you never blinked as well. But somehow, just in an instant, its back's to you again.
I've had enough fun and games. I'm gonna, point my sword at it and then turn Dawnbringer on. See what happens.
Okay. Like to try and impale him, or
Yeah, yeah.
okay. As you go to turn it on, aiming your sword, you suddenly almost get blinked back 5 feet, and Dawnbringer misses completely.
Nutty.
Yep. Like you blink, almost like the blinking thing again. You blink and then suddenly you're teleported 5 feet back as to where Dawnbringer would miss. Um, the rest of you, a slow mist starts filling up the area that you're in from all that's surrounding you all around.
I'm gonna climb on Frank.
Yeah. And with you, Angrod, the goblin stops its eating, and you see it raise its chin up, still back to you, and then its head does a full 180 with all the bones in its neck contorting and cracking until you see its face, and the head goes limp off to the side with a gaping wide grin and glowing red eyes, and it says in common, "Welcome home." And then falls limp. The body just falls limp.
And I'm like,
Pumpkin just
no going
scattered
there.
all over the ground.
I'm sitting there like, is this my here home or my other home?
And then coming like a wave, mist starts emanating from beyond his body and towards you, slowly creeping towards you. And the same
Yeah,
goes with the rest of you. It's coming from like behind you.
I get absorb element ready.
So do you like ready for what? When are you gonna cast
Cast.
it? Okay.
How
The
thick is this fog looking?
impenetrable. You can't see through it,
Boys,
and it's coming from behind you where you came in, like, from the city of Dro,
Oh, I'll tell you what I do, Jordan.
and it's slowly closing in. Yeah.
I use Dawnbringer's super awesome ability to increase the light radius.
Mhm.
So I'm going to increase it another 15 feet bright and another 15 dim.
Yeah. So yeah, like Gandalf's staff in the mist, you light up your sword. It glows with a nice bright radiant yellow color, but doesn't seem to be cutting through the mist at all. You still can't see through it. Seems magical in some way. And as it begins to envelop you all, warding.
Oh, that's...
Okay. Duration 10 minutes. Sorry, where are you pointing us to? Oh, it just goes all around you.
On me. And before I cast it, I say, "Run, you fools."
So as you cast it, um, it doesn't seem to affect it in the slightest. It just, it begins it well. It does for a moment. You see all your friends disappear before your eyes as you're on top of Frank, and Frank begins panicking and rearing up, and the rest of your vision goes completely black. Besides Elhorn, who's holding on by a thread, the fog just pushing against his magical wind, and eventually, the wind isn't enough to hold it off, and it envelops you too. And your visions all goes black.
I feel cheated. I want my spell slot.
A short moment seems to have passed by, and let me spooky music, or supposed to be spooky music, Mimi music. Looking,
Muchos.
you regain consciousness, or it seems that way. It looks like you passed out, and you all find yourselves conscious, lying on what feels like grass. And looking all around you, you're surrounded with this thick mist in a small grassy plateau. And looking up, the sky is just a dull grey colour. It's hard to tell whether it's morning, evening, or night. At a glance, there also appears to be a house at the centre of it all. And not only that, you hear voices kind of off in the distance. The house is about 60 feet or so away. And about 30 feet from you, sort of between you and the house, there's two figures, both small, but one almost basically infant-sized. And you just hear faint voices coming from them. As you all begin to get your feet and stand up.
Great, I want to go to the house.
I take it my invisibility's dropped since we passed it.
That's a good question. You didn't... No, I'm gonna say it's still on. You didn't actually pass out, it just seems that way.
I'm gonna follow Elhorn.
Okay.
She spooky 5 me, I follow Elhorn.
Well, I'll follow too then.
Sure.
Come, come, children. We'll be all fine.
Let me see. It's probably better. But as you approach, you see. Let me just show you actually. This is the house you see. And the two figures, once you get closer, you see the taller one, a female apparently, dressed in flowing purple robes with a big red cape. It's sort of on one knee and being clenched by the smaller one, who's hooded figure, and it appears the girl is shushing the boy, and the boy is crying. The small boy.
We're still in the Underdark, eh?
Are you?
Are we?
It doesn't
We're home.
doesn't look like the Underdark to you. It's like a grassy field basically. Like actual grass, not fungus or moss. You don't see any cavern ceilings or anything like that.
Is it dark?
No, not dark as in you need your dark vision.
Right.
It's not light either. It's not dark. It's just grey.
Dull.
Somewhere in between.
Is it similar to the plane we were on?
How do you mean?
The
Good
grey,
sir.
where everything was just fucking grey.
Oh, you
Oh,
mean
the sorcerer.
you mean that?
Aye.
No, it doesn't feel like it. And you can like you can try and will yourself to fly, but it doesn't work the same way it did before. Alright. After you like once you guys start approaching these two, also Frank's not with you. That's a detail
Oh, for
you
fuck's
notice.
sake,
God
we just
damn
got
it.
back.
But as you approach, you just catch the girl saying, "There's a monster in our house," to the boy, and like he's like, "Shh, shh, it's okay." And then, like once you guys approach, she points to the tall brick row house, and it looks like it's seen better days. The windows are dark. It has a gated portico on the ground, and just outside of it is a rusty gate, slightly ajar, and there's nothing on either side of it. It's just a house. And then she turns to you all and says, "In the house, there's a monster."
What kind of monster?
At this point, the boy starts like sniveling and kind of like hides behind the girl. And she says, I don't know what it looks like, but it screams and howls.
Yeah.
It keeps
Like,
us here trapped.
What do you mean trapped?
We can't leave.
Because of the monster?
And she just nods her head.
Should we go and check?
Mm.
And
What's the worst that could happen?
the boy just calls out, "Mummy and Daddy keep it in the basement."
Oh, that's where we're going, man. Split up, gang, and fuck loose.
Where's and I ask him, where's mum and dad?
They look at each other and the girl just says, "We haven't seen them since they last went to the basement."
I asked their
We don't know.
names.
She says, "My name's Rosevalda, and this is Thornbolt." Points to the kid. And she says, "You can call us Rose and Thorn, though."
How?
That's what our friends
I
call
rolled
us.
You have
I
tried?
crouch. I crouch down to them,
Mhm.
and I'm like, I'll show them Dawnbringer.
Okay. As you do, the boy kind of like jumps back and gets a fright, but the girl's eyes go wide with like awe as she kind of gasps.
Yeah. And I tell them it's this sword's evil's bane. And it's pretty effective, so I'll gladly go help look for mum and dad.
Says, "You'll
And
kill the
scare away the
monster."
monster. I will make it so afraid, even hell will be able far away from it.
Are you still invisible?
No,
And the boy's
unlike
just like,
you, I am not
"Yay!"
afraid of children.
The boy's like, "Kill that poo head."
And I'm like, I none of that language, young man. You may be comic relief if anything.
And Rose says, we think there's a baby in there too.
You think?
In the third floor nursery. We've never seen it, but we can hear it.
I don't like the idea.
So you live here alone?
No. Mummy and Daddy live here.
And the monster.
Mommy and Daddy are with the monster.
Maybe they tried to kill the monster, but we haven't seen them yet. They told us to wait here outside.
How long have you been trapped here? Do you know?
They kind of look a bit confused and like look like they're in deep thought thinking about it, and then they kind of shrug their shoulders and look at you. I don't know.
I say we just YOLO.
Yeah, let's. Right.
Onward
feel-
to the house.
I'll tell the kids you stay. You do what Mum and Dad told you. You stay outside.
Okay, we'll wait. And you can see as well, like the little boy has that little teddy that he's got in the picture. It's like a weird, creepy looking thing, but he seems to be clutching it very tightly.
I want a perception check on the teddy.
Okay, go ahead.
Anything supernatural,
For something supernatural.
like its eyes following or whatever.
Just looks like a doll. I might have like a description here for you actually.
That's what they said about Chucky, and then look what happened there. You got 3 movies,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, it's like a little stuffed doll, looks homemade. And it's almost like got a skeleton like sort of skeleton like features to it, you know, the big sunken eye holes. But it just looks like a doll.
Does it
Right.
look like a psychopath's blood has dripped into its eye socket?
No.
At least it's
One
not
eye.
like Caroline.
I don't want to pull out Annabelle here. So I burned the house down.
Just straight up.
No survivor.
As long as there's no shitty nuns, I'm okay. Right, let's go, team.
Kids. Where's the basement? What side of the house do we go to?
We've never been to the basement.
Where is the entrance?
We don't know.
There must be a door.
Mummy and Daddy were very secretive.
Does it look like does it look like that I have one of those basement windows at the bottom of the house?
No, nothing like that. It's not like got a little moat thing around it that you can see at a glance. It does just look like a 3-story house from what you can see.
Yeah, I'll head over.
And you can see there's a balcony on the 3rd floor as well, at the front.
Okay. I'll go towards the house.
You all going towards the entrance?
I guess.
Sword drawn.
So as you walk up, you see the wrought iron gate with hinges on one side and a lock on the other. Fills the archway of a stone portico, which is just like a kind of like a porch basically. It's like an outside part. The gate's unlocked, like it says, it's ajar. And as you approach, the rusty hinges shriek when the gate is opened by whoever's taking the lead.
Aragorn.
I didn't know, PC.
You can see within there's about a 5-10 feet gap between this gate and a large set of double oaken doors, and to either side of this little entranceway are oil lamps hanging from the ceiling via chains. Would you like to continue for the next door?
Yeah. I'm actually going to do something
Mhm.
James Bond like, and I'm going to go around the house, Jordan.
Yep.
And I want to look through all the windows and have like perception check, like on the rooms I can see on the ground floor.
Sure. Okay, so as you begin walking around the house, you notice that it's longer than it is wider, so it looks bigger when you go around this side. And there aren't any windows on the long ends. There's a couple windows at the front, off to the side, and
Mhm.
there are 4 windows to the back on your floor when you go to the back. However, the windows are completely blacked out, you can't see in.
It's a British house.
Is there a balcony on
And
the back or anything?
There is a balcony on the back, yes. On the 3rd floor.
I shout back. There's another balcony up here as well. Can I notice if it's like open or anything? Can I like see like curtains or that flapping about?
Oh, like windows open or...
Yeah, like up on the balcony.
Make a perception check.
Here we go, eyes. Oh, no eyes.
Nope, you get some dust in your eye and you're like, ah, fuck. But it's really hard to see this angle, and sort of like the way the house is built, and you like pull back and try and get a view. The house is almost on a hill, like a small hill, and as you like sort of fall back, you don't get any better view because you're kind of declining down a slope a little bit. But yeah. And the balcony's on the opposites, like the balcony to the front, you can see in the picture, but in the back it's on the opposite side. So it's on the right hand side if you were to be looking at it from the front.
I'll go back. Go back to the team
Mhm.
and ask what way they want to go in. Because, bless you. And then, as Angrod says, I can climb to that balcony, and you give me a rope, and I can tie the rope up, and we can climb up, and we can go top down, or we can start from the bottom here, work the way down, and then work the way back up. Up to you guys.
Were you guys waiting in the outside part whilst he was doing this, or did you go through to the next area?
No. Outside.
Okay.
But I guess since we need to go in the basement, I suggest we go in the basement.
It's always nice to have a foundation to rely on. That's what my mama always said before she left.
Oof.
Hard truths.
Holds back tear.
Right, well, okay. What do you want to do, Aaron? Viewer?
Even because if there is a baby at the 3rd floor, and then we get the baby and we need to go and fight a monster with the baby, it's not very practical.
You can always chuck a baby.
Or you can always kill it, but
That
What the fuck? We're meant to be the heroes. Not this again.
I don't like babies.
Oh my god.
that's how we should all just go to the basement. Have our hacking slashing time. We're all gonna feel a bit better, and then we can go and handle the baby.
I agree with that.
Fair enough. Let's go through the front door then.
Alrighty. So you guys, before we continue, I need you to organize what your marching order is going to be here. I've kind of got
I'll
you
go
set up
first.
in a formation, but you can feel free to move this around.
Wait,
Pussy.
I take it like the Bosner and Elhorn's like the front line.
Well, it's up to you guys. I'd put them there because I kind of guessed where you guys would want to be.
Yeah, I was.
I just need
first.
a rough idea. It doesn't need to be perfect, and I just find this is easier.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the middle suits me.
Pentagon boys, the Pentagon strat.
4-4-2.
The classic 4-4-2.
Alright, if you guys are good with this, then cool.
Is Green not with us?
Nope.
So
Oh, shit,
Green
the
is with the
guy.
bird.
I mean, you don't
I
know.
don't know. This could all be Grimstone. Now the question is, did you say that as Nihao? Like, did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah. I instantly turned to Aranvir and I asked him, have you still got the Grimoire?
A check.
where did you leave it?
It's in the bag.
Bag of holding.
Yep.
Okay.
You don't have a bag of holding anyway.
You reach into your bag and you think of the grimoire and you do pull it out.
Right, okay. It's here.
Right, put it back in.
I'm leaving it in the back.
Paddock over.
So you guys walk through the set of oaken doors. They creak slightly, and as you walk through with the sort of cold stone beneath your feet, giving way to wood, you see hanging on the wall to your right a shield with a coat of arms imprinted within it, which appears to be a stylized golden windmill on a red field, and it is also flanked by framed portraits of stony-faced aristocrats. And it looks like some top-tier framing, like nice mahogany wood, and you know, you can tell whoever owns this place has got some money.
Virgin windmill.
But apart from that, there's nothing of real note in here. Although the wall,
My roll 20 just died.
yeah.
I can just see.
Right.
Oh,
Oh,
it's back.
oh.
Okay,
Cool.
everybody else.
It died.
So, yeah. So, yeah. At a quick glance, you don't see anything of note apart from that. And beyond is
So-
another set of double doors, and these doors are set with panes of stained glass in them. So they're like nice dark wooden doors with painted stained glass, sort of windows in each.
So are we actually inside the house now?
Yeah, that's you inside. And I'm assuming you close the door behind you, but you can leave it open if you want.
I'd leave
We
it
just
open.
shut.
Oh, I feel it's gonna close anyway.
Right. So there's only one
If it's not,
double
if
door.
it's not disappearing, that's a plus.
Okay, so you just want to continue on?
Yeah.
If
Okay.
there's only one set of doors, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So you open the doors and they do open, with Elhorn in front and Bosner's kind of readying his weapons for anything and kind of letting you sort of tank whatever might come ahead. But as you open, you see a large main hall which runs the width of the house. Um, Off to your left, there's a black marble fireplace, and to your right, a red marble staircase, sort of spiraling upward. Um, Mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a longsword with a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. And you can see all around the wooden panels that make the walls are ornately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs. And there's also many doors as you come into this area. Immediately to your right, in the neighbouring part of the wall, there's a door. Then there's a door directly opposite you as you come in, and then for two more doors further, sort of diagonally to the right, next to the staircase.
I wanna grab the sword.
You wanna grab the what?
The sword.
Okay. Yeah, you can. So you go
It's
over.
not too high.
Yeah, you go over and you can reach it. It was above the fireplace. You have to kind of get on your toes and jump up and sort of grab it, but you can. It looks like a nice sword, but like I said, it's got that sort of big windmill insignia on the hilt of it. It's pretty hard to miss.
Is there any writing on it?
Mm,
Either on the actual blade or the hilt?
nope. Doesn't appear
Oh.
to be.
I'll put it back then.
Okay. As you put it back, you hear a click.
Noise. Hmm.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
You also see, kind of opposite to you, neighbouring the door, which was opposite to you initially, is this kind of little, small room, sort of 5 feet by 5 feet or so, and it appears to have several black cloaks just hanging from hooks on the walls, and a top hat sitting high on a shelf. But other than that, at a glance, you can't really see anything else of note besides the doors and the staircase, which does only go up the way it seems.
Nothing beast buffa face.
And of course, the wall designs and shit like that. But yeah, what would you all like to do? Got several options here.
Should we go and see what's behind door number 1?
Door number 1.
And just try other doors until we find which one goes there?
Which one's door number 1? There's 4 to choose from.
So, one on the right as we came in.
Sure. So, Elhorn lean.
I'll go and open it.
You don't.
No, I go and open
Okay. Elhorn approaches his door
it.
and takes the lead, and you see, it's a smaller door. It's not double. The rest of the doors are just singles. And again, this is a nice oak door. You could see as well, like, just from being in the first couple of areas, this place looks like it's been kept. You know, on the outside, the house looks rickety and old, but on the inside, there's not a speck of dust in sight. The wallpaper's intact, and the carvings and things, there's no cobwebs that you can see at a glance. But yeah, as you open this oak door with a nice stained glass panel, on the inside, you see what looks to be some kind of hunter's den. As you walk in, off to the left, there's another fireplace, and it's got a stag head above it. And positioned around the outskirts of the room are 3 stuffed wolves on the ground. You see 2 padded chairs draped in furs. You see an oak table between them in the middle, sort of off in the corner of the room as you walk in, off just straight ahead of you, supporting some kind of cask, and there's a couple of sort of wooden goblets on the table and other bric-a-brac that you can't really see from here, and you've got a chandelier hanging above the table, which is also surrounded by 4 chairs. And you've also got some cabinets dotted around the room. 2 cabinets.
I would like to go check one of these cabinets.
Sure.
I'll check the other one.
Okay. As you go up to the cabinet, it is like a small double door and it appears to be locked. There is a keyhole.
Thieves too.
That's on the east. And same again with the one you're looking at, Elhorn. Thieves Tales, go ahead and make a Thieves Tales check. Oh, okay. So it takes you takes you a hot second. You're working at it, and eventually you hear the click, and it begins to slowly open. And you see within it holds a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, a hand crossbow, and 20 bolts for each weapon next to it. It looks like a weapons cabinet for maybe hunting or something.
So it was a light crossbow, a heavy, and
Hand crossbow, and 2 for 60 bolts altogether. And the other box that you go to, Elhorn, is unlocked.
Oh.
You walk over and it holds a small box and an assortment of wine glasses within.
I open the small box.
You see a deck of playing cards.
Oh no, no!
draw a card. Draw a card.
I look at the deck.
Yep.
Anything special about the deck?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, almost did intimidation.
What are you?
Are you?
Um,
Explain yourself.
looking at it, it looks like a standard deck of cards. All the cards are there. The faces of the cards are pretty fancy, and for a pack of cards, this looks quite expensive. Very well made. Very good card stock,
Right.
but nothing out of the ordinary.
You got me, I'll take it.
Okay.
Is there anything else in the small box?
Nothing else. It was just literally holding a deck of cards.
I want to smash the little box.
What the fuck?
You want to smash through the box
I want to smash the box on the floor.
with the cards in it?
No, I'll take the
Okay.
cards out. Cards are already in my
Uh,
pocket.
sure. Just roll me a strength check, I guess.
Oh no.
See how hard you can slam it. You throw it to the ground and it just kind of bounces off to the side.
I tried.
It's a pretty fancy, ornate box. Pretty well made. You try again.
Yeah, let's try again.
Okay, go ahead. You're just throwing it against the ground. This is making noise, by the way, and it's echoing through
I'm aware.
the hall behind you and the room you're in. Yeah, you're just like, you guys are just watching Elhorn like throwing a tantrum and just throwing this box against the ground.
Give up. The box has one.
Nothing new.
Yeah. on doing anything else?
I'm going to take one of these crossbows,
Mm.
but before I pick it up, I'm going to feel around it for like any sort of traps or that.
You sure? Make an investigation check. Specifically in the cabinet.
Yeah.
You feel around, you don't feel any secret panels or buttons, so it seems pretty safe.
Okay, I take one of the crossbows.
Yeah, which one? The heavy, the hand crossbow, or the regular light crossbow?
Yeah. I'm going to take a light crossbow.
Sure. You now have a light crossbow.
Wow. And I'm going to take the bolts for it as well. And then the
All
bolts
60
for the hand.
bolts.
Yeah, I'll go for the 20 heavy to Elhorn.
Okay, cool. Elhorn, you got 20 bolts extra,
Yeet.
and you got 40. Cool. Anything else?
I'm going to close the cabinet.
You close the cabinet. You look around. Nothing happens.
Oh, disaster.
How's this room lit? Is there one chandelier on the roof or ceiling? And is that?
It's not lit.
Oh,
There are oil lamps, however, dotted around the room. None of the rooms you've seen so far have been lit. You had some of the light coming in from the first room and a bit for the main hall, but apart from that, there have been oil lamps and chandeliers and things in every room though if you wish to light them.
should we?
Yeah, fuck it, be brave.
How many are there in my file?
How many oil lamps?
Hmm.
There's one on the table, sort of in the what would that be? Western side, western corner. And there's there's a fireplace if you want to light that on the opposite side of it.
Sure.
Okay. You light them up, and the wolves come to like. Nah, I'm just kidding. You light up the room, and nothing seems to happen. Although now you can see better.
That's always nice.
Yeah.
Is there anything on the table?
Yep, there's a few things. Now
Does
you
the
can see
table have-
better.
Oh, I want to check the thing.
Okay. There appears to be a cask with some kind of liquid in it. You've got the two carved wooden goblets, a pipe rack, and a candelabrum on the table, which is covered with a cloth.
Did you say a pipe rack?
Mm-hmm.
Fancy people.
For
Does it
holding
have
your
pipes?
pipes. No pipes.
Wow.
No pipes, however, in sight.
Hmm. Does the table have any drawers?
Drawers isn't underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
You can make an investigation check for any secrets under the table.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't appear to be any drawers, but you can investigate.
Why not?
You don't find anything. It just seems like a regular old table under the cloth.
Is there any other door in the room apart from the one that we entered?
Nope. There are two windows, however, which look out into the place you just came in, essentially, the front of the house. However, yeah, Yeah, it's completely dull. You can't see through from where you're standing. You can go up and have a look if you want.
Can I not see the kids outside?
Mm, nope, not from where you're standing.
Hmm.
Would anyone else like to do anything?
Go to the next room.
Okay. Nihal leaves. The rest of you follow?
We're like, yeehaw, it's spooky, don't go.
You're back
No.
out into the main hall. To your right, the staircase. In front of you, 3 separate doors. 2 of them facing the same way, and 1 facing off to the right at an angle.
I'm going in that one.
Okay. You walk up,
3.
and you walk through the small single door. And what you see is a kitchen. It looks tidy with dishware, cookware, and utensils neatly placed on the shelves. You see a work table on the opposite end of the room, with it's got like a cutting board and rolling pins and things atop it. You've got a stone dome-shaped oven near the wall to your left, the east side. Yeah, and you've got a hole in the ceiling behind the stove, clearly visible. And to the left, a thin door.
I want to check that one.
Oh god.
Okay, is Nihal going alone?
I can't handle this.
As you walk over, you open the door. It's a pantry.
Oh
Oh
god.
no.
All the food in this pantry looks fresh.
Oh my god.
Not only that, behind the small door is a dumbwaiter, a 2-foot sized stone shaft, and it contains a wooden elevator at the little box, which seems to be attached to a simple rope and pulley mechanism that must be operated manually. It's for like shifting food throughout the house, up and down the house.
Is that my level or is somewhere else?
Yeah, right now it's in the pantry. And hanging on the wall next to the dumbwaiter is a little brass bell, attached by wires to buttons.
Okay.
While she's in there, Jordan, I'm going to check the stove.
Okay. You come in and check the stove for just anything.
Anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. You check the stove, you don't have to make a check, and it appears completely clean, almost as if it hasn't been used in a long time. There isn't even any residue from burning any fuel for it or anything like that. Completely cleaned out.
And what else was in the room?
There was the worktop with all the utensils and things. And of course the pantry full of food and a dumbwaiter, but that's in a separate room.
Yeah, I'm going to check the worktop.
Sure. Yeah, you go over and you just see cutting board, rolling pins, knives, standard things. Anything in particular you want to do? It looks pristine.
I want to like just move the rolling, like not the rolling pin, the chopping board,
Sure.
like to see if it's hiding anything underneath.
Yeah, you move it off to the side and nothing appears to be underneath it.
Like this house is really real and it's scary.
That would be scary if that bell goes off.
What bell?
Is there anyone in the main hall at the moment?
Am I still invisible?
Make a perception check if you are.
Something touched your ass and it wasn't me.
Shit, 2 seconds.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. You, Aranveer, hear a very, very discreet, faint thumping noise. Very instantaneous. Stops almost immediately. Like stamp thump coming from up the stairway above you.
Alright. I'm going to go into where they are then and let them know that.
You go into the kitchen. Sure. Everyone
there's-
is in the kitchen now, right?
Mhm.
Okay. You're all in the kitchen. Doesn't appear to be anything interesting at a glance here. Looks like a very clean kitchen. Pantry stocked with food. Everything seems kosher.
Mhm.
What
And
are
I
you
just
doing?
turned to Aravir and said, "You felt a thud."
Oh, no, there's something up the stairs. I heard a thud.
Right. I asked Nihal what she's doing in the pantry. Or what she's found or anything like that.
Nothing.
I
Well,
like,
nothing interesting.
Mhm.
nothing interesting. Also, what does that mean? You found something?
Yeah, but it was
Well.
nothing interesting.
There's a thing that goes up and down if you want to check it.
Looking at
I
the
then come
dumbwaiter,
over and I pat her on the back. I'm like, "You're gonna check it."
looking at the dumbwaiter, you could maybe fit someone in there at a squeeze. Someone small.
Someone small.
Someone who
Governor.
could turn into a rat and or mouse.
I'd say the dwarf.
I was
Um,
thinking of the dwarf, a tiny
It
man.
looks like it might be difficult for Bosner just by virtue of his full plate armor and such. Like he's not very flexible. You're gonna even for a dwarf, you're gonna have to contort your body in ways you probably can't.
But
Back
look,
to eyeballing
we have a
Nihal.
druid.
He just looks at you
Nihal's
all
a
and goes, "It's my
slender
son
female."
here."
Well, imagine if he is. Oh my god.
So
That would be the plot twist of the century.
you want me to go and check it.
It's exactly what you do.
You
You
want
wanted to go to
me
the basement.
to waste my wild shape
Yeah.
to go and check something that probably is useless.
Well, if you didn't want to waste your wild shape, I could cast polymorph on you and turn you into a mouse.
Yeah, this clearly goes up to other floors and stuff.
Or something. I could give you something with teeth.
And someone's gonna have to pull it,
Right,
basically.
right.
Like the
I
rope.
I offer myself up as a sacrifice.
Good.
Alright. What do you want to be?
S- Something that's quick on its feet.
uh,
And when you
Well-
before you change me, you're sending me up the stair to go investigate this thud.
right.
How many floors? You want to go step by step or you just randomly jumping out?
I will get off at the first floor.
Okay.
Jordan, is there like a... Because it says the new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target, so... Like, is there like a list I can look at? Or...
Yeah, you can be a giant ape if you want.
Yeah,
Wasn't.
there is. You could literally just like Google it, but there's a
Yeah,
ton
there'll
of shit.
be-
There's so much shit, dude.
Alright. What
Can
about,
you not just use the same shapes that I can do?
Yeah, you could do that. That might be easier.
So there's a black bear.
But if you
a
can like think of an animal off the top of your head,
what about a honey badger? They're cunts.
A what?
A honey,
a honey
badger.
badger.
that's a real.
They are-
That's a real.
They are.
What
They're
is
like nasty, vicious little bastards.
Yeah, you can do badger. I've got the stats here for it if it's important.
But I want to be sneaky, not a badger.
Badgers are sneaky. Well, what do you want to be?
A mouse or something.
A mouse?
A mouse or a rat, or
What if you need to defend yourself?
or make me a fucking venomous snake then.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, a poisonous
Uh,
snake is something
Like
you
a
can be.
cobra?
Yeah, make me a cobra. Put a bandana on me and call me fucking Cobra Kai.
Call you what?
Cobra Kai.
Excuse me.
Right, I need to do anything for this. No, he just has to be willing.
Yeah, if he's willing, you can just transform him.
Right.
I am willing.
You keep,
Bitchin'
I
ass.
believe you keep your mental stats, but you replace your physical stats with that of a poisonous snake.
He can't cast or anything either, can he?
No, you can't speak, you can't cast. And you have 2 hit points. I've got your stats here. If you type in the
Yes.
compendium poisonous snake, you'll get your stat block for it.
Right.
Ring the bell when you need to go on another floor.
Oh, wait, have you transformed him at this point? Did you just do it? Because
No.
you've just cast it in the chat.
That was for my own
Wow.
benefit.
Okay,
I was
okay.
trying to read
No, fuck it, Jordan.
I mean, it's up to him.
I
He's the one
am,
casting
I
it.
am a snake. I am a snake.
Okay.
Yeah, but
It's not
he
up to
can
you,
still
but-
understand me, right?
You know that,
Mhm.
because you be shaping shit. You know, you can understand
Yes.
people.
Ring the bell when you want to go somewhere else.
Right, let's try if it goes down first.
A rat on my tail.
Oh,
Okay.
you're a tiny beast.
Get in, Angrod. Get in.
like,
Now, Snake's vision is different. I have to point out. I believe you have like true sight or something.
Blind sight. It's
Blind
Blind
sight.
sight. So
Yeah.
it's like predator vision for you. You detect like heat
Oh.
signatures.
thermals.
So whether that's gonna come in handy or not.
It's got 10 feet of bright side and 10 passive perception.
Mm. So
10
yeah.
feet. Snake was useless. Should have turned you into a honey badger.
It can
So-
swim. It can swim.
Are you in the dumbwaiter?
I would assume, yeah.
Okay. You sliver on up. He's in the dumbwaiter. Someone's gonna have to operate it and pull him up.
What if I try to
Sounds like-
pull him down?
You try pulling it the opposite way. It doesn't seem to go down. Seems to
Okay,
only
then
go
go up.
Oh, thank God, that's the way I wanted to go.
Or we
Okay.
could just use the stairs, but fuck it.
So you pull him up in this little dumbwaiter as a snake, and eventually you feel some resistance as it clicks in place a bit higher up, and you appear to be in a new area now, Snake Angrod.
I sliver out.
Yeah, you sliver on out. Since you're a snake, you can't make out much details. What are you doing exactly? Just slithering around?
I'm just slithering around looking for some heat.
Nothing in the way of heat, although there does appear to be a couple of beds in this room with stuffed mattresses and some kind of container at the end of one of the beds. You also feel as you're slithering around. Just make an investigation check. Fuck it.
Well, will I make an investigation check from my normal?
Uh, well,
Yeah.
yeah, because you keep your mental stats.
Oh, buzzing. I'm a smart snake.
Yeah, you are.
Ah, could have made you a giant badger.
Oh,
Oh, there's
Prob-
giant poisonous snakes as well. Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then he's not going inside the.
Might
No,
not.
because they're only
Thank you.
medium creatures, so and a snake can like curl up.
True. With that investigation, you also find there's some kind of clothing items hanging from hooks, sort of on the side of the wall, and there's some kind of closet as well, or like big wooden container you can feel as you're slithering around, and there is also a button next to the dumbwaiter.
oh,
But apart from that, you can't discern anything. There seems to be a couple of doors in this room as well.
are any open?
Nope, they're both closed. And do you try and open them?
No, I'm a fucking snake.
Yeah, you
Nice
can't.
try.
Yeah, you probably can't. And you probably know
Uh,
that.
Snakes can like get under door jambs and shit.
Maybe.
that was my next thing. Can I try and get under the door?
You. Go ahead and make an acrobat. Which door? You've got two. There's one facing north and one facing west.
West.
Okay. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check as a snake. So it's +3 to your dex, and you don't have acrobatics for it. So just d20 +3. It's a tight squeeze. You're quite a beefy snake. You're struggling. It doesn't work out for you. It's not even that. It doesn't really seem like it should be that difficult as well, but somehow you goofed it. You ate too much before coming in here. Or maybe Ironveer's purposely made you fat.
My fucking self-confidence goes down.
Yep.
Can I see like any like this is some Tom and Jerry bullshit, but can I see like any mouse holes in the wall?
With your previous investigation into the room, you didn't find any cavities in this room or anything like that. The walls seem to be like pristine, like doesn't seem to be any gaps or holes. It's hard for
Can
you
I-
to do much as a snake.
Can I try? Yeah, I'm gonna try the other door. I'm gonna try the other door. I'm trying to
The
squeeze
other
under
one.
that one.
Sure, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Yes.
Yeah, you get under the door easily. You worm your way, you suck it in, and wiggle yourself under the door. You can hear the door. Can you hear? I don't know if snakes even have ears, but you can feel. And I used to have snakes, so that's bad. But you can feel it rattling, and you do get under it, and you find yourself in a very small, enclosed area, maybe like 6 or 7 feet by 6 or 7 feet, and a lot of soft material hanging above as you sliver around. This appears to be some kind of closet holding some kind of clothing items.
God damn it.
Are all of you waiting at the dumbwaiter whilst he's doing all this?
Yep.
We're waiting for the ding.
Also, it's polymorphic concentration spell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you dropped your invisibility.
Aye.
But yeah, this just feels like
Sorry.
this feels like some kind of closet or something.
Come on, Angrod, you have 1 hour. Don't spend all your time in a closet.
You don't know what I'm doing. Shut up.
Can I have a flick through the grimoire while he's doing this?
Sure thing.
What?
Anything specifically you're looking for? Well, it's hard to say because you've never really looked at it. But sure, I'll
Anything
say.
that like might be.
Sure, roll an
Manager,
investigation check. It's gonna be hard considering the amount of time you have, but if you roll this, okay, you crit. But anyways, I'll tell you what you find out when this is all being dealt
Cool.
with. Because only like 10 minutes has gone by, or in fact probably more, 15 minutes in game.
Right, I come back from.
Yeah.
I come out the closet. And I
Yeah.
crawl back into the dead dumbwaiter,
Mhm.
and I ring the bell with my little snake head.
Yeah. Like you'll have to probably strike it. So roll me a bite attack. Just for flavor.
So I get is it +5?
Yeah. +5 to hit. Doesn't matter what the damage is. Yep. You position yourself, and as a snake, you strike the bell, and you guys hear ding ding from below.
Okay, then I push him up again.
Okay, you continue pulling up. And again, eventually, after some moments pass, you feel it give way and click into place as there's some resistance once more. It appears he's in another room. And
I go down.
also next to this part, there is another bell next to this part for you as a snake.
Like another bell, like in the dumbwaiter or like outside.
Just next to it, just adjacent. Easy enough for you to strike, like the last one.
Interesting.
Mhm.
I crawl out to the dumbwaiter.
Okay.
What does my infrared predator sight give me?
I mean with, was it 10 feet?
10 feet. What can I, as I slither around this small room?
Sure. Just roll me another investigation check as you slither around.
Oh, investigation.
Oh.
Oh, I found what we're looking for. I found the baby.
Let me just see something real quick before I change this. Okay, this is fine. Skipoo. More spoops. As you start investigating around this room with your slivery snake body, you find that there's a bed, a large bed, probably king-sized, huge. There's some windows, and also as you slither around, you feel against your scaly skin cobwebs, and there are some kind of curtains covering some windows as you go slither along the sort of bit coming out of the window. Brain is not working well. There's also some kind of wardrobe as you slither around, and some boxes, some wooden boxes you slither over. A chair. There's some kind of soft rug on the floor, sort of lying in the center of the floor. I also find something which you would equate to being like a fireplace. And yeah, there's like chairs and bowls and things, just random things you find slithering around.
Can I investigate the bed? Can
And
I,
there's
like,
also a
climb
few
up?
doors. There's a few doors too. There's
but-
yeah.
Right. The bed. I want to check the bed first. I want
Okay.
to climb on top of the bed.
You climb on top of the bed and start slithering all around it specifically.
Is there anything on the bed?
Uh,
Just me?
the bed seems to be in a state. Seems to be covered in dust and just shit. And you know, there's a couple of pillows and the duvet set's all ragged and sort of unkept. But you don't find anything out of the ordinary on the bed.
Right, I'll go
Say
check.
that took that's a big room too, so that took you probably about like 20 minutes.
So, how long would I have as a snake?
So you've used like 35-ish minutes or so.
Right. How many doors are there?
There's a set of double doors and two small single doors.
I'm going to try and squeeze under the double door.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics as a snake. Yeah, you get under it. You squeeze your way under, and directly in front of you is another door. But other than that, it's hard to see anything else. You're just in a sort of wooden floor area. But it looks like it opens up into a larger area. Are you?
I squeeze under this door as well.
Oh, you squeeze under that door.
Yep, I'm going for it.
Okay. Slithering around, you sliver into a large wooden container, hollow, and sort of going around, you find a. Make an investigation check. Did you already do it?
Oh no, that was another acrobatics check.
Oh, right, to get under the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, easy enough. But make an investigation check. Yeah, cool. Okay, so in this, it seems to be there's a wooden tub in this room. Some kind of iron contraption with a metal container resting atop of it, and a barrel under some kind of tap thing in the eastern wall. But it's hard to tell. It seems like it's some kind of bathroom or something.
Can I go try and turn the tap?
Sure, you can try. Yeah, just make a strength check. -4.
Oh no!
It is jam tight, and you're trying to wrestle with it, and it's really awkward because you're a snake.
I want to check the wooden. Wait, was it? Is there another thing apart from like the top?
The tub, there's like an iron. There's a large rectangular iron sort of thing. You don't really know what, with some kind of metal container atop it.
I want to climb up and see what the metal container is.
Okay. As a snake, it's really hard to know. With your previous investigation check and like sort of slithering around it, it's some kind of pot with a closed top. It seems to be resting on top of something rough-ish, like metal, like a metal sort of forking thing underneath it. Hard to explain.
I'll go back.
Okay, back under the door.
Back under the door.
I need to know if snakes have ears.
Please no.
Okay,
Life
they
science
do
dot com.
have hearing. I'll say make a perception check at disadvantage.
What dearie me? What dearie me? We all know how bad my hearing is anyway.
You don't hear anything, never mind. Okay, but you're back in the this open area to which you slithered under some kind of bedroom to get to.
Wait, am I in the bedroom? Or
No.
am I like...
No,
Right,
you're
I'm gonna go back into the bedroom.
okay. You slither back in.
And I go through... the single door.
There's one right next to these double doors, or there's one on the opposite end of the room.
The opposite end of the room.
Okay. Acrobatics.
I got +3.
Yeah, you get under it, and immediately you feel colder out here against your scaly skin. Um,
Can snakes shiver? Because if they do, I shiver.
yeah, it seems you were outside.
This is the balcony. I say to myself in a snake voice.
Mm,
I go back in.
okay. Uh, 35, 40. You've got like 10 minutes left. You would survive.
I go back to the dumbwaiter
Okay,
and I ring the bell.
okay. Ding ding. You guys hear the slightly fainter sound of a bell ringing.
Okay, then we lift him up to the last floor.
Let me just check something real quick. So you are here. Sorry, I've got a lot of shit open for this. Oh, nope, that's not the thing. It is this one. 3, 4. Was anyone else wanted to do anything whilst he was spending all his time up there? Apart from reading and shit. You attempt to pull it up, but it appears it doesn't go any further.
Okay, then pull it down again.
Okay, you bring him back down. And as you bring him back down, you appear to be back with your friends and you actually see some heat signatures. And you see a snake. Aranvir, you learn from reading D&D notes. Let's have a look here. Okay. You read up on Baphomet, one of the demon lords, who was summoned, and a little bit on Yinogu. And you learn Baphomet, he has the appearance of a 12-foot tall humanoid with a bull's head and a bovine tail. He's got stubby hands and feet, and his body's covered with coarse black hair. He's basically like a minotaur type guy, a giant minotaur. And you learn he can also spit gouts of unholy water. You also learn he has beef with Yinogu, and him and his worshippers, who are mainly minotaurs, ogres, and giants. Him and Yinogu like occupy and rule over neighboring parts in the abyss, and he likes to spend his time in the endless maze, along with his minotaur followers, who you learn through this. They like to spend their time in mazes. If anyone from his bestial thralls pleases him, he likes to grant rulership of a portion of the endless maze to them. So he's got this endless maze to himself in the abyss, which he hands pieces to his most loyal of minions. Yeah, him and Yinogu warred for as long as they could remember, as almost far back as time goes, and it seems they've forgotten the origin of their feud. It's written down. Another one of Baphomet's enemies is a demon lord known as Gratz, to whom you've sort of encountered. But
Was that the guy that was trying to get information for us?
yeah. You learn he has an unusual relationship with someone known as the Pale Knight, who shared his lair, although there wasn't much about the Pale Knight and who they were, but you learned all that information.
Okay.
about Baphomet. Okay, back to the thing. You guys are all together. I know you joined us, Isaac.
Hello.
Now you're probably wondering what the fuck is going on.
You're in a haunted house?
You're in a haunted house or something like that.
Yeah.
It's an October spooky Halloween special for you guys.
Cool.
But you basically entered into this house. Apparently there's a monster. There was a couple of children outside who asked you to go in and beat the monster so they can leave.
So they could
Probably
leave.
the ghosts.
Yeah.
Don't question it, we just...
And you guys are
Yeah,
now in the
yeah.
house and you've been searching through a couple of rooms very, very cautiously.
We're no in Kansas anymore either.
Mm.
Really fantastic.
But you're all
Hear
currently
noises.
you're all currently chilling out in the kitchen pantry area, and it's not long until the polymorph wears off. You got a couple of minutes left of being a snake, which you
Enjoy Android.
can wait for if you want. But what would you all like to do at this point?
Go to the next room.
Put the book back.
Okay, you put the book back in the bag of holding.
I want to actually sneak behind Bosner and wait for the polymorph to wear off.
Okay. Make a stealth check
Okay.
against his passive perception, or in fact, just make a perception check, Posner.
Oh no, wait, I should have done that as a snake.
Yeah, you get +3, not +5, so just deduct 2 from that.
Ah.
18.
Yeah. And I mean, the polymorph ends. I want to like scare boss. I want to be like, ah.
So you guys like start making your way, and then with a slight poof, you just like come up as a human and just like shout behind Bosner, ah, and Bosner you get a fright.
No, I
Ah.
I hiss really loudly. I'm like,
Alright, you hiss really loudly behind him. I don't know
Ah.
how Bosner would react to that, but you do get a fright
fine.
because this is a spooky place.
Everyone knows the dwarf's natural predator is the snake.
Yeah, definitely.
Angrod would be getting a fucking evil's bane to the skull, I think.
The rest of you get a bit of a fright, but like you all kind of turn behind you. Well, Bosner's kind of up front. Elhorn, you turn behind you and kind of get a fright, but the rest of you kind of see it coming, so it's not a big deal. However, you come back out into the main hall, the one with a spiral staircase, and there are a couple doors left.
I tell the team the limited information I could gather with my fucking blind vision.
Yeah, he tells you. It's pretty hard to see the snake, but he tells you what he tells you. And you guys know this dumbwaiter leads up to 2 different bedrooms kind of areas.
One of which is full of webs.
No, that could just be a very abandoned room.
I mean, and it's up to Angrod how he conveys this. You just like
Yeah,
give.
but like everything else is pristine in this house, and then you enter in a room that is full of webs. That doesn't strike you a bit as odd? Just a little bit.
Yeah. It could be old
And that was.
spiders.
You would know that was on the 3rd floor. The 2nd floor room seemed totally fine.
So do you want to go check that out first?
No, I will
Room for
check
the
the
basement.
rooms down here. We need to go to the fucking basement.
Alright, well, go ahead.
Next door, Jordan.
Okay, yeah, there's one literally as you come out from the kitchen directly to the right.
Let's go in that one.
So you guys go into that room, and what you see is a dining room. The centerpiece of this wood-paneled dining room is a carved mahogany table surrounded by 8 high-backed chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. There's a crystal chandelier hanging above the table, and the table appears to be covered with resplendent silverware and crystalware polished to a dazzling shine. Mounted above the marble fireplace is a mahogany framed painting of an alpine vale,
What?
and the wall panel seems to have some kind of carvings in it.
Can I make out what the carvings are?
Sure, with a perception check. Damn. You see that the carvings are twisted faces carved into tree trunks and wolves lurking amid the carved foliage nearby, all around. This is like a repeating pattern. There also appears to
I'm
be
not gonna
red
touch-
silk drapes covering the windows and tapestry on one of the walls depicting a hunting dog and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after some kind of creatures on the southern wall.
Do I see what creature?
It looks to be stags and deer.
Okay.
And also you notice that you find that the other door from the main hallway leads into this room also. So both doors lead into this room, and there's 4 windows in total, it looks like, on the eastern side as you walk in opposite to you.
Where the fuck is the base?
I point out to the team.
Should I not be using them?
Oh,
Nanny?
Nani?
Okay, I think we
I
were
like-
supposed to be hearing that. Anyway.
I point out. Stags aren't in the Underdark. So, just to confirm, this is super fishy.
We're not in the Underdark.
Yeah, the guys
Yeah.
outside, they were dark skinned, but they didn't look like drows.
They did not appear elvish.
Yeah. The only thing that they
Vampire.
had was a dark skin. So probably they're dead.
Don't be like that, please. That's scary.
Why not? You get livid when you die, you know that.
Do you?
I don't know. I haven't died yet.
Yeah, can't tell.
I've not got the experience of that, no.
Yeah, so anything you guys would like to do in this room?
Investigate.
What?
I'm not gonna touch anything.
Touch everything.
The the crystal stuff.
A good choice.
Yeah, there is a large crystal in the center of the table, acting as a centerpiece.
I'm gonna investigate that. Start from the top and work way down.
With that investigation, it's directly below the chandelier. It just looks like some kind of very, very expensive ornament. Looks like it's worth a lot. Same with the silverware. It looks very pristine, very high end, very upper class. But nothing
By
out
the
of the
way-
ordinary at a glance.
I asked to the rest of the group, is anybody wondered why Angrod, that was away from us, is with us, and Green and Frank are not?
That's a good point.
Which Hellhorn was riding, Frank.
I fell on me, yeah.
Questions for later.
We're
Okay.
here to help. We're
I-
the good guys, remember?
How big is this crystal, Jordan? Is it like, big, or is it like just a
It's
big...
it's like the size of a human head. It's pretty big. Looks like it's worth a fuck ton of money.
That's-
Remember the last gem that you touched? That worth of a shit ton of money.
That's why you're gonna touch it.
You want me to touch it?
Yeah,
Wait, why do we need to touch it?
because we want money.
Right, but we can take it without touching it.
Let's do it that way then. I like that idea.
How? Okay. Just
Yeah,
open up the
that is
bag of
so-
holding and I kick it into it.
Still touching it.
You ready the bag of holding next to it and kick it in.
I think, don't call me crazy, but I think it will
Poke it
diminish
in
the
with
value.
the sword.
Okay,
Aye, poke it in.
so you
I pick it
carefully.
up. I pick it up.
Oh god.
Okay, you grab it and pick it up. You just
I get ready
feel
to
this
punch him in the
sudden,
back of the-
sudden surge of adrenaline fill your body as you get ready to get sucked into it, but nothing
Greed.
happens.
Greed.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
And then I will put, go a review. Bag, please.
I open the bag.
And I
Okay.
gently place it in.
As you place it in, you notice like a glimmer of deep blue light just flash. Tiny speck, tiny little flash, as you place it into the bag of holding, but nothing happens.
Yeah, no harm, no foul.
I'm
Good.
sure that'll be fine. Oh,
Could have just been a reflection or something of the light.
Could have been.
nah. I reach back into the bag and take it
I'm like, dude, what the fuck? My crystal.
out. Did I
Oh,
see the
fuck that
glimmer
shit.
as well?
Make a perception check.
It doesn't really matter because regardless, I'm suspicious of this thing. I don't know. Mate.
Oh, are you now?
Because Anger was kind of placing it in directly.
Oh,
Ah, you never saw shit.
right. I didn't see shit. But what if there is something weird about this? I didn't really want to put it in beside the grimoire.
Well, you can put it as far away as you can, right?
Can it? Well, I don't know how the fucking dimension works. Can I? I'm just gonna put it in my pocket.
Okay, you're gonna poke it in your robes.
Aye,
It's pretty heavy. It'll weigh you down a little
The
bit.
trinket.
that's alright.
Okay. It's gonna give you disadvantage on deck saves.
Fucking what? How heavy is it?
It's a human head-sized crystal.
Oh god, it's human head.
So quite heavy.
Quite
That's like 30 kilograms, I think.
something like that. And you're just a feeble little man.
How
Feeble
dare
wizard
you?
man.
I'm not a man.
I'm no man.
Right, fine. I'll take the dex disadvantage. Fuck it.
Alright. Just deck saves, it's not dex checks.
Yeah.
Cool.
And what do you use that for?
Nothing.
All traps, pretty much.
Is any,
Nothing worth thinking about.
anyone else like to do anything here?
Is there any food?
This is
In
the
the kitchen?
No, but
in the
there's
pantry.
plants in the pantry.
There was a pantry full of food that no one touched. Fresh
No one
looking food.
touched.
You can go back and get some if you want.
Probably a bad idea.
There was like mostly fruits and veg, looked fresh, and maybe some dried meats.
So both doors were going inside this room.
Yeah, so at this point, it appears you've searched this entire floor.
Right.
And there's no other doors in any of the rooms apart from the pantry.
Not that you could see.
How are we supposed to get in the basement?
The only other way that's like to further
The
search the
dumpster.
house is just the not the dumbwaiter, but the dumbwaiter's one, but you've got the stairwell as well, the staircase.
I thought that was leading upstairs.
Do the stairs go down?
It does go upstairs. No.
Oh.
And there's no door under the stairs.
You can check.
Yeah, I'll go check.
Okay, you go check the stairwell for secret doors, just make an investigation check. Nope, you don't find any secret buttons, panels, doors, anything like that at the stairwell.
Mhm.
Well, then go upstairs.
I go.
Okay. You guys head up the stairs together, I'm assuming. Bosner can totally grab some food quickly if he wants.
If no one else is touching the food, I don't really think I should touch the food.
Okay. You come up the stairs to yet another dark room, but there are unlit oil lamps mounted on the walls of this elegant hall. Hanging above the mantelpiece, directly opposite as you come up, is a wood-framed portrait of a family. It looks like some kind of a man, a woman, and two smiling children. Two familiar-looking smiling children, Rose
Oh,
and
no.
Thorn. And also cradled in the father's arms is a swaddled baby, which, yeah.
Is there a date?
These
could-
two children look alive. No obvious
Keeps
injuries.
cutting out.
I mean, they're just you know, it's the typical upper class, like, the mum and dad kind of standing there, stiff upper lips with their daughter and son in front. And,
Are they
These-
the
these are the-
same color that the kids were before?
yes, it looks like it. You
Were
can
the same
investigate
kids that we've seen, and was it the window or something that
Uh,
invited us in?
like, outside the house.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you
So they
saw
tell
it.
us to go in here, though. Yeah.
And they told you
Yes.
that their mum and
Right.
dad were here, apparently last known in the basement, and told their
Right.
kids to wait outside.
Oh, brilliant.
And there's a baby on the third.
And
They think.
I will have Nihal make a investigation check. So checking out the painting, there doesn't seem to be any dates. However, roll me an insight. It's not hard to see, but in closer inspection over the mother's face, she seems to be giving the father a bit of side eye, and sort of her gaze is sort of lasered towards the infant in his arms, and she doesn't look too pleased.
It's a bastard.
Also worth mentioning, standing are suits of armor which flank two wooden double doors to both your left and your right. So you got a set of wooden doors to your left, double doors to your left and your right, and flanking them on each side is suits of armor, and they're each clutching a spear, and they have like visored helms, the usual sort of knight armor.
Extra spoopy.
And the
Do you have a
doors,
little love tap?
in fact, yeah, sorry.
Give him a little love tap. Like I'm actually gonna actually go up and tap them.
man.
Sure, you go up and tap one, nothing seems to happen, but upon getting closer in the darkness, you see that they're on their visors. The helms are shaped like a wolf's head.
Interesting. Wolf's head. Oh wait, wolves. Oh god.
And also there's a door directly to the right once you come up the stairwell. Like a single door. But then you've got
Right.
the double doors.
At this point, Jordan, I turned Dawnbringer on.
Okay.
And I'm increasing the volume.
Okay, turn it up to 11. Sure.
And then I'm gonna just keep it like that the rest of the time we're in this fucking house.
And yeah, you can see, and you can see now that there's carvings. All of you can see there's carvings on the double doors. And the
same
stairs
combo?
also continue upwards. I think it goes without saying. What'd you say? Sorry.
Is it the same kind that was in the dining room?
The same carvings.
Yeah.
No. You wanna have a look?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. Oh wow, damn. Okay, so you go up and have a look, and at a distance it looks like the carvings depict dancing youths. But as you get closer and inspect it real close, it looks like the youths aren't really dancing but fighting off swarms of bats.
Okay.
And I don't know if I mentioned it, but there's a fireplace under the big wooden family portrait.
Why would you put a fireplace in the staircase?
It's on the opposite
Cold
side
feet.
of the staircase.
Cold feet.
Still, he's in a corridor.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not in a room.
Yeah, it's you know, it's the width of the house. It's pretty large.
Can I actually check the fireplace, Jordan?
Sure. You go up and investigate, and you find unburnt logs within the fireplace itself, but they looks like it's never been burnt at all.
Well,
Does the fireplace look clean itself?
Mhm.
Like apart from the.
Yeah. Like now that you can see with the light, this whole area looks clean as a whistle, just like the downstairs.
How I use prestidigitation to light the fire.
Sure, easy enough. You light the fire and it fills the room with a warm glow.
I scream like a bitch because I'm not aware he's actually.
Yeah. And you see, like the parents are. Oh wait, I've still got you on this page. But yeah, the parents have that dark hue skin as well and the dark hair. And you can see the portrait was probably fairly recent because the children don't look much younger than you when you saw them last.
Is the portrait like there? Can I examine the portrait?
Yeah, if you want. Investigation check. What are you examining it for?
The age.
Okay. So are you like touching it or?
Just looking to see if the paint's cracked and things.
Hmm.
If it's like shows obvious sign of aging.
Well with that check you can tell. Nope, it doesn't look.
It's not very old.
Doesn't
Okay.
look old really.
Right. Oh yeah,
It will
brave
go
boy,
up.
because this house is giving me the spoops.
Right.
I'm gonna run Dawnbringer like down the painting,
Okay.
like along the frame.
Along the frame
Yeah, so like the inside of the frame.
to try and like cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you run it down and the canvas starts peeling away from the frame itself. You start cutting into obviously the wooden panel behind it. But then it's hard wall behind that. But yeah, you've defiled that portrait. And in that moment,
The monster did it.
all of you hear, coming from behind you, a faint cry of an infant.
Wah.
Alta Fortis.
Is it? Can I roll a perception to like get a direction on it? Like if it's
Yeah.
above or below?
It echoed though, like all the way down the stairway, but you can. Seems like it just came from the general direction of the stairwell. It's hard to really tell if it came from below or above.
Oh,
Shall we go up?
up?
Might as well.
So you're not going through any of these doors on this floor.
No.
No.
You guys just continue on up. And let's see. Okay. You climb further up the red marble staircase to its full height now. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. You come to a dusty balcony leading down over into the center of the stairwell, and directly opposite to you, a suit of black plate armor standing against one wall seems to be draped in cobwebs. You can see this is pitch.
Angrod?
This area would be pitch black if it wasn't for Angrod's Dawnbringer, but there are oil lamps mounted on the oak-panelled walls surrounding this area, which, because you can see, are carved with into sort of shapes of trees with falling leaves and tiny figures that you can't make out from a distance. But yeah, so. And looking around, there are a couple of doors off to your left, just one directly adjacent to the suit of armor, and one directly next to that at an angle, facing the a 90-degree angle, and then to your right, a set of double doors that you can see, and the other two doors are singles, the two separate ones. But yeah, more carvings in the walls and nothing else that you can see at a glance.
Do we hear more crying or was just once?
You can make a perception check, see if you can hear anything. You don't hear any crying, but you can hear the creaking of the floorboards under not just your feet, but feels like the house is sort of swaying slightly, and the floorboards are creaking all around and all over the place, different rooms. The doors seem to be creaking slightly up here.
Angrod, go on. You like kids.
Yeah, fuck you. I take leave of Dawnbringer. And I go, I just call out, I'm just like, as I'm walking down, I'm just like, hello.
That's where we'll take our break.
Oh,
Sneaky.
muchos scaredos.
Yep. So back here for 6 past, lads. So we've got a lot to get through.
This has got to take us into like December, eh?
I mean, there's
Here, you thought you'd have some Halloween fun. Look what you've done.
you guys are cautious. It's fine.
You guys are slow as fuck. Hurry up, would you?
You've got a right to be. Back in a hot second.
Yep.
I am back, fuckers. I know you're muted, but are you here, Isaac? And I can fill you in what happened.
I'll be a no.
Cool, bro. Coming out the morning, mate.
No.
They be a faggot. Come out.
I thought you were going, eh? Are you not working?
Nah. I said I might be. As far as I know, I'm fine. Me and my dad aren't really talking anyway, so I don't know. Just get Neve and come out.
Oh, she's doing her own shit.
What's she doing, like?
She's going to milk.
Oof.
Yep.
Oof.
We have a shared friend who like sucks one of the owners dick.
Alright. Literally.
Yep.
Mm.
So she gets like, and she's like a representative for milk as well. Like,
Yeah.
gets people to go there.
Why are you not coming out with us?
Yeah, man.
Going out doesn't sound like something I'm interested.
Leaving my house? How could you suggest such a thing? Ludicrous.
Oh, come
Nah.
on, just
It's
just to
it's
see
just going
Jordan
out.
dressed like a female.
Yeah, man. I'm going as Misty.
I don't know. The belt doesn't match.
I'm gonna be freezing my dick off.
Do you have fake boobs?
Do I have big
What?
boobs?
Do you have fake boobs?
No. I
You
didn't go
wanna
that
bra?
far. I've got like a Rocky Horror costume as well I wore ages ago. Which is like, in fact I might have a picture. I'll put it in the Discord. It's pretty hot. I would smash.
I am back.
I'll put it in the shit posts.
That means it must be good.
Shit. 6 past on the dot, lads.
Fucking look at that for time, eh?
Mhm.
Blaze the Planeswalker.
Why can you do that every other Wednesday?
Fuck you, I was here 2 minutes early tonight.
Ooh.
I'm
True.
downstairs. by
And
the way.
it's Tuesday.
I've got to give you props, mate. Ah, I do have it. Look at this shit. Oh fuck. Share. Discord. To shitposts. It's a few years old now, but I've still got the costume. Don't have my mad hair anymore. Did it work? Yeah.
Sure.
You'll need your big coat.
Which man?
Would you smash? Be honest.
Do you have a pick from the bag?
Depends how much I've had to drink.
Sneak a wig on there and you're ready to go,
Yeah.
mate.
That's a wig on that's a 2-pinter.
Cheers, mate.
Oh god. I have flashbacks, Jordan.
Like, for Halloween, the year Metal Gear Solid 5 came out, I went as Quiet.
Oh god, yeah, I remember that.
Didn't
No
get
wonder
any...
you're called the Trap Master, eh?
Well,
Yeah,
So-
why are you called the Trap Master?
He has
I think
many
the photo
many forms.
explains that.
I'll tell you after I've had this beer, mate. They will bet. Alright, let's get
Which
back
picture
into
in
it.
particular?
Oh, that's me. Like, from a couple of years ago. We're talking
Oh,
about Halloween
interesting.
costumes and shit.
Yeah.
This was taken in May.
We're going out tomorrow for Halloween, and I'm going as
You went out?
Misty.
Misty for Pokemon.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I've done it
We need to
before
get a picture of
for.
that.
I've got a picture. It's up on my Facebook. It's because me,
It's
Haley,
Misty
and
in
Nick.
Valley.
Because I don't. You guys don't know Nick. Nick's half Japanese, so he went Brock obviously. And Haley, my sister, went as Ash, and I did Misty, and we did that for a music festival last year.
Oh, okay.
It was like
Maybe you
it
could
was
have
90s themed
swapped
or some shit, so we did that. Pokemon
For everyone or just you guys?
for everyone.
They just picked a theme and was like, fuck it.
Yeah, man. No,
But
no.
your sister was like, I want to be missed. You know, like, no, fucking you're not.
I
You
was like,
ass."
do you like ginger? Exactly.
I want to hold the fucking Togepi thing around the.
Alright. Let's see. Get my notes back. Stop derailing me.
No, it's fun.
Alright, so you're on this floor. What was the last thing you did? Again.
I shouted hello.
Okay, you shouted hello. Your words echo throughout, but nothing happens.
I'm gonna try and find the nursery.
Okay, how you gonna do that? There's
I'm gonna.
3 doors that you can see.
We've lost Nihal.
Oh, it's fine.
So how many have I
She can
got?
handle
Is
herself.
it? Is it? How many are on the left? How many
Okay,
on the
okay.
right?
As you come up, you're facing the north, and you've got the black armor. You've got to the left of that a door on the same wall, and then to the left of that on a different wall at an angle, you've got a single door there, and then off to diagonally to your right, you have a set of double doors.
Door. The single door on its own.
The two
That's
singles
like a
are
wi-
next to each other, but which one?
No, like. The one furthest from the double door.
Sure. Are you taking the lead here?
I am.
Okay, you take the lead. As you come forward, you open the door with the creak, the slow creak as it opens. And what do you see? Let me see here. As you open it, the rest of your party following behind, I guess, unless there's something you guys want to do.
No.
Cool. You see dust and cobwebs shrouding an elegantly appointed bedroom. And you notice there's another door, there's a couple of doors. A single door almost immediately to your right as you come in, and further along that wall a set of double doors, which you could probably recall leads to a balcony since you're on the 3rd floor,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't see for now. This bedroom has in it, in the opposite wall to you, a couple of windows which are flanking a double bed with 2 tables flanking it as well underneath the windows, and on the opposite end a cabinet. As you open the door,
Oh.
you hear a cry, almost a screech of pain, as from above, descending down upon you, a ghostly figure of a dainty female, skeletally thin young woman descends upon you, screeching at you all as you're bottlenecked in this doorway.
Is it the same from the painting?
It doesn't look anything like the painting, no. At a
Doesn't look
glance.
scary?
However, it does look spooky, and it seems to be aggressive, so I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative.
Oh. A big initiate.
Heck.
Why do I roll 2 die?
Another.
Oh, feels good, man.
Fuck off.
Oh no!
Okay, I don't have a. This is gonna be a theater of a mind thing, but Angro did take the lead. So other than that, let's rearrange your position. Okay, so Angro, you'd be at the front, and then behind would. Who would probably be behind?
Probably me.
Yeah, probably you, Elhorn, Ironveer, something like this.
Ni hao, somewhere behind
Because
us.
the creature's gonna be. Okay, in fact, we could probably. Just for your sake. This thing like descended like this. I've actually got an image. I wasn't gonna show you, but I have an image. And it's its turn first. And what do you know? It's going to make a charisma saving throw, Angrod, please.
Oh no! Oh wait, no wait, that's a check. My bad.
Okay.
Oh no!
This ghostly female, you just see it enters Angrod's body, and you can see his shoulders just jut and shiver, and his neck cracks and contorts in an unusual manner. And his head just turns and faces you all. And his eyes are glowing white, pure white. He has no pupils.
I can't see.
And Angrod, I'm gonna need you to make a Dawnbringer attack against Bosner immediately.
Yay.
Miss.
Nah.
And he swipes at you, and you can tell your friend is no longer in his right mind.
Shit.
Strange.
Arenveer's turn.
Strange.
That never happens.
I have a question, right?
Yes.
Banishment.
Yep.
Now, it says one creature that you can see within range, send them to another plane of existence, right?
Mm,
Can I send the thing without sending Angrod?
you don't know.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Right, fine.
This
Fuck
is
it.
Frank all over again.
I'm gonna use banishment. I'm gonna
I like
attempt.
Frank better.
I want to try and send the thing that's in him. But fuck it.
You need to do
You're
it on
gonna
a,
send my
you need to do it on a creature you can see. You can't see this thing, and you would know that.
True.
He'll come back, just do it.
Nah. But then I don't know what. Fuck it.
You've wasted your spell, right? You already cast it. You gotta do
I haven't cast it. I was reading it.
it.
Jordan, send me some flavor text to say it.
I
What would the ghost say?
wouldn't say anything. Actually,
Or would it hiss?
say this. Continue, you guys.
I'm gonna try and use remove curse on him.
Where's my baby?
Aye, I'm gonna try remove curse.
Okay.
Where's my baby?
Obviously, I'll get him close to him.
You get okay. You're gonna have to push through Elhorn. This is like you can get two people in the doorway and that's it. Push past Elhorn. You cast his touch, and Angrod just pushes your hand away after the magic
Where's my
takes
baby?
hold.
Where's my baby?
Doesn't appear to have worked.
Right.
Where's my baby?
Can I grapple him as a bonus action?
Nope.
Can I headbutt him?
Mm-mm.
Get spit on him.
Uh, Right, fuck it. I'm just gonna.
Where's my baby?
That's me.
Okay. Angrod, you don't get a turn. Bosner's turn.
I cast banishment.
Wait, I'm not in no order.
Where's my baby?
You're not in the order. What is your roll?
15.
Well,
15.
tough.
Alright, we'll go back. Put you in. So you would have been. Be here. 15. Alright, Elhorn, what would you like to do before Bosner gets to you?
Cast banishment for
You
fuck's
can
sake.
see Bosner readying the banishment spell clearly.
Where'd it go? Oh. No, after you.
I try and grapple.
Okay. Sure, you can try and grab him. Go ahead and make a contested athletics check. Or you can use acrobatics if you're being grappled, I believe, to like try and worm out of it. So whichever's better for you.
Acrobatics.
Okay, let's see.
You're rolling like shite.
Okay, so
Where's my baby?
athletics
Where's my baby?
check, Elhorn.
Can I do acrobat?
No, you're the one doing the
Ah.
grabbing. It's like acrobatics
Ah,
to try and
damn it.
slip out of it. And you're just brute forcing it.
What the heck? Oh.
You have to be an
No,
8,
maybe
come
not.
on, it's not gonna be hard. Alright, so you've got him grappled. He is now considered grappled. Anything else?
Where's my baby?
You have advantages to attacks on Angrod now. Anyone.
It's me.
Bosner, your turn.
Where's my baby?
Fuck it. Cast banishment. Done it already.
Okay. Go ahead and make the saves and the rolls.
DC 15. Charisma save.
Go ahead. Do it, Angrod.
Charisma
And
save.
it's a save, yeah. Charisma save. He saves.
Ah, fuck.
I can save the one I'm not meant to save.
You get ready to banish him to the Shadow Realm, but it doesn't work.
My baby's too strong. Where's my baby?
Yeah. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Nihal, your turn.
Do I still see the ghost?
No.
Well,
I was hoping that
You-
would work. Uh-huh.
I use infestation on Angrod.
Do it.
He can be infested if he's dead.
That doesn't hit. Well, you have advantage. Even with advantage, that doesn't hit. He
Where's my
manages
baby?
to like kick away from one of the door frame and just dodge it in time. The whiff's past. Anything else?
No, that's me.
Angrod, make a Dawnbringer attack at Elhorn at disadvantage.
Where's my baby?
I'm grappling him, what the fuck?
Yeah, you can still
This-
attack you.
Well, that doesn't.
15 doesn't hit.
Used to like a back. Used to like a back.
You've got 2 attacks though, right?
No.
Yeah, so keep using all your attacks. You get 2 attacks and you get your bonus attack.
Well, if he's dual wielding, is he?
Actually, yeah, you don't get your bonus attack because you never had your dagger out. So make one more Dawnbringer attack.
But I don't have double attack.
Oh, you don't? I thought you did.
No.
Alright,
I'm
never
not
mind.
level 8. Not
No.
any class.
Never mind then.
Was the first one on me?
No, that was on Elhorn.
Alhorn.
And it was with
Okay.
disadvantage, so it missed.
Alright.
I
Iron
increased the volume. Where's my baby?
I'm gonna two-handed scud him in the head with my quarterstaff to try and knock him out.
Alright,
I'm gonna kill him before he knocks him.
To try and knock him out.
go ahead, make an attack.
Oofed.
With advantage. He's grappled.
With
That's
advantage.
fantastic.
Grappled.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
Come on. Fucking hell.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Where's my baby?
Fucking
Okay.
what?
One damage.
You poke him in the head and he just kind of shakes it off.
Where's my baby?
Is that you?
Where's my baby?
Yes, that's me.
Angrod, you want to get a turn? Elhorn.
Where's my baby?
Well, I wanna headbutt him to knock him out.
Okay, just to give you guys the mechanical reason, you're not gonna knock him out unless you make him actually unconscious by reducing his hit points to 0.
That's the intention. We're all okay with this.
That's what I said. We're gonna kill him before he goes unconscious.
Okay, you can also reduce someone's hit points to 0 without lethal intent. Just so
Yes.
you know.
Is that? But does that really count if I like fucking throw a firebolt at him?
Well, with magic it's
You can
different.
only, yeah, with like,
weapons, bludgeoning weapons
controlled
and shit.
by-
Right, aye,
yeah,
aye.
bludgeoning weapons. Yeah.
You know what? I have advantage, so I might as well just say nothing personal. Can I stab his rib?
Yeah, you can do that.
Baby!
You
No.
what?
Where's my baby?
I'm shanking him.
What the fuck?
Come on, mate, hurry up. Come on, we need to keep this rolling.
Who,
Alright,
why
that
are you
hit.
rolling the giant lizard?
I believe that hits.
I'm just
10 piercing. Right, Angro, take 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh wait,
Wait,
fuck! I need to roll again.
Alright,
But that's with advantage,
hits.
so that already hits already.
take another 10. Damn, son. Fuck.
How the fuck you got +8?
You rolled 2 6s.
where's my baby?
His proficiency and his dex is pretty high, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they need a better hint, Jordan.
You need a better hint.
I think they need a better hint. They need more flavour.
You shank him twice between the ribs, and it just gives out like air. Doesn't sound like a scream or anything, just air. Just like ah,
That was my lungs.
and then he's still standing, but you got him good. Those were some hefty blows. Anything else?
That's me for now.
Bosner, your turn.
I cast whole person.
Okay. So you need to roll a wisdom saving throw. Angrod,
Good shout.
or be paralyzed for up to a minute of concentration.
Where's my baby?
Yeah.
He fails. So you just see Angrod, Elhorn, he stops like struggling against your grapple around like your forearm. You've got him like sort of over the chest and neck, and he just stops still, and just can't move. It seems.
Safe.
Oh no, I can shank him with both my swords.
Take his weapons off him. Nihao, go and
Wait,
find the baby.
Eat my baby.
Do I?
Take someone with you.
My baby. Where's my fucking baby? He's my fucking baby.
I don't
Alanvir,
know.
Alanvir, go
Come
Nihao.
with me.
Oh,
Just scared him away.
okay, I'll go with.
The two casters.
Now,
So,
I've got this spell. It's going to last for a minute. We
See-
take his weapons off him, and I wait for the ghost to come out of him.
Okay.
I'll hammer raised.
Well, you can't ready an action because you've used an action.
I'm just flavor. You know.
Alright. Sorry.
I wanna roll him.
Nihal, your turn.
well, apparently I'm going to find the baby.
Okay.
Where's my baby?
You can't get in melee with Angrod because the corridor's too thin at this point.
What?
Unless you like run through two of your allies, so that'd be like 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. From where you are standing, you can't get like behind Angrod.
Is there no another door that I can check?
I thought she was going back
Actually-
the way.
Yeah. There's like a door here next to Bosner. In fact, it's
I'm
more
gonna
like
check that one.
yeah, sure, you can do that. Fuck it. So you go check the door?
Yeah.
Sure. Just like you want to open it.
Yeah.
Okay. As you go to open the door, which is right next to the black suit of iron armor. The armor begins to come to life,
Mm.
and now there is a suit of armor here. And
Cast flame blade.
so he'll get added in at the top of the round, which is after the ghost. So damn, man, the shit rolls are sick. Sure. To hit
I
the
cast
armor.
flame blade. Yeah, and I stub it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll d20 plus your spell attack modifier, I believe. So whatever that is, like +5 or some shit.
6.
Cool. Did that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That does not hit. You just like clang off of it. As
Well,
this
then
thing's
go
not.
as far as possible from the armor.
This thing doesn't have any weapons
Boomer.
either.
Oh.
Is that you?
Where's my baby?
Yeah, go as far as possible from the armor.
Okay, so you need to run like to the right, and it would get an attack on you.
Okay.
It hits. 12 points of bludgeoning. So you're right at the top of the stairwell now, basically. You've got like 15 feet to the stairs. We'll say. Angrod, you're paralyzed. Does he get to make a save every turn, or what? Target must
At
succeed.
the end of each of its turns, it can make another wisdom
Yeah.
saving throw.
Make another wisdom save, Angrod.
Where's my baby?
You fail. You're paralyzed still. Arenveer, your turn.
I see the armor and throw a chromatic orb at it.
Sure, yeah. Sure, you can do that. You got line of sight of it because there's a door. Someone's echoing. Which
Nihal, you're echoing.
which
Uh,
element?
where did my thing go? Oh, thunder.
Cool. Yeah, that hits. Damn. Yep. So you just like crack against this armor with a thunderous boom. It looks like it dealt some good damage. It looks effective, and cracks against it, and it kind of staggers back and backs up against the wall behind it, leaving a big dent in the wood, and like a lot of dust and cobwebs just go flying all over the place. Is that you?
Yep.
Walks in towards Bosner and gives him the old 1-2 slammaroo. Does a 19 hit?
No.
Okay, so it comes swinging at you 2 times. The first one you duck under, and the second one you just deflect with your shield. I believe you're wielding it. So
Yep.
deflect the second one with your shield just, and it looks like it would have dealt some decent damage, but you managed to deflect it. Angrod, make another.
I'm
no, it's never mind.
gonna. What do you call it?
Yeah.
I get a
A reaction.
yeah, one of
Thunder,
them.
rebuke,
some. Try to find it.
some kind of rebuke. I think it is.
Yep. I can't find it. Where is it?
Where's my baby?
It's dead.
This is
Where
what you
it?
get for
Oh, yeah.
being a snake for half an hour.
I'm gonna perform a
Worth
secret on you. You can have your own baby.
Damn, son.
So
I can't find my rebuke thing. Where is it?
you could just type in a compendium. Rebuke. Probably
Thunderous. I'm sure it's called Thunderous
never
Rebuke.
mind. That only gives me hellish. Yeah, it's like Thunderous Rebuke or something. Wait, let me see your sheet.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Wrath of the Storm. It's called. So,
Cool.
2d8 light thunder damage if I hit it.
Do it.
No, it's just
Lightning
that's it.
or thunder.
Dex saving throw.
So it needs to make a dex save. And
Yeah.
what element is it?
I'm gonna use thunder.
It rolled a 19. So
Yeah,
it got
okay.
20. So how much damage does it take? Half.
Yeah, half.
Go
So
ahead
if I
and roll
roll
your
2d8
damage.
Dice. Hell. That's handy.
-6. Got it.
Not
Cool.
bad.
Alright, I'm actually gonna zoom in here. Cool, is that you?
But it's Elhorn.
Yeah, it is Elhorn now.
So where is the armor compared to me?
Like diagonally off to the side, right next to Bosner.
Can you not see the screen?
Waiting on my baby.
It's this. Whoops. Wait,
Alright, is that how
is it
we
Shift C?
are in
Yeah.
quote unquote real life?
Snazzy armor.
Mhm. I wasn't actually going to show you the tokens. It was going to be a theatre of the mind thing, but fuck it.
Hmm.
I've got the dimensions of the map here myself.
Can I reach the armor?
Not in melee. You're not in melee with it. You can go and walk up to it.
Can
if
I
you want.
go?
Yeah.
I want to walk up to it
Go ahead.
and then do the hit.
Do it. Hits. That's magic, right?
Yep.
Cool. Hits. Just.
Oh. And
10 damage.
that's me.
Cool. Bosner, you're up.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm just gonna smack it.
Which? The armor
Yeah,
does not hit.
armor. Oh well. Bonus action. No. Yeah, I'll just shield of faith myself.
Okay. So you got +2 to your AC, or
Yeah.
someone else.
Me.
Okay, Niall, your turn. You've got spoopy ghosts and animated armors attacking you. What do you do?
Find my baby.
Mate, you can't talk. Shut up. You're paralyzed.
Uh,
As
I'm
a
a-
person.
closer to the thing and I try again with the flame sword.
Yeah. D20 +6 to hit. Just misses.
Fuck.
So you just like scrape against its armor and it kind of deflects with its bracer, I guess. Its arm. Anything else? Bonus action?
No.
Angrod, wisdom save. Fail. Ironveer, your turn.
I can still see over Bosner's head there.
Yep.
Just gonna throw another orbit.
Go for it. Yep, hits. What element?
Thunder again.
Okay. Damn! Okay, yeah, it's looking pretty banged up. And you smash into it again, and sort of small pieces around its waist kind of pang off. Almost insignificant pieces, but you're definitely dealing damage to it. Anything else?
That's me.
Alright, it's gonna attempt to fist Elhorn. Oh my god, I'm rolling like shit. It misses both times. You just juke it. Elhorn, your turn.
I fist back, but with my swords.
Okay, go for it.
Oh. That was
Oh
almost a one.
shit.
Hits. Yep.
Oh my god. All these sixes. Come on.
Fucking, you guys are rolling like fucking gods, and I'm rolling like shit.
Oh,
Apart.
yeah, that
Someone
hits.
needs to roll better.
Give me another sec. Take it.
8. Alright, cool.
Why is there a massive wiener on my screen? Yeah, that's me.
Cool. Bosner, you're up.
Is that armor still there? Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Is is Angrod still holding?
Where's my baby?
Yep, he's still like paralyzed, but you can see his eyes are still white and pupilless.
Great.
Also, the air's leaving my lungs.
Yeah, it's like
Because of the stab wounds or something else?
maybe both.
Um,
You never watched horror films? Did this as a Halloween themed episode?
house. I've no spells to save you, man. Oh well. I
Come
really
on.
don't. Quite
Yeah,
tempted
so
to try.
just stab
quite
you
tempted
till
to
you
try-
stop being
yeah.
fucking possessed. Can't be possessed if you're dead.
That's like done it in the old days, eh? Hey, that's witch is possessed. I'll put big rocks on it until it stops breathing.
Right, so I'll start making a new character.
So Bosner, what would you like to do? Heat the moment
Yeah. I'm gonna try banishment again.
on Angrod.
Yeah.
Okay, Angrod, make a charisma saving throw.
Failure.
It's
fucker.
DC 16, I think.
15.
The no
15.
charisma saving roll.
Angrod disappears out of existence. Do you get to
Is
choose
the
what
ghost
plane?
still there? I don't think so.
No, I think it just goes to a plane it can survive on, or its
Yeah.
native plane if it's Fae, a different plane.
Oh no! Oh no, what have you done?
And
Wait,
if
you're
you're
a-
there,
There we go.
if
you're
you're
a
there
question
for,
mark, aren't you?
if you're there for the duration of
Also-
the spell,
yeah.
you stay there.
Also, Angrod, whilst you have been possessed, you have been fully aware of everything that's happened. It's like it's,
Oh, no.
it's
Wait,
like you're paralyzed
wait,
within
wait,
your body.
Wait. I want to make contact with Gladiola.
Well, we'll get to that in a second.
Oh
the,
The big
Can't be
question
tar-
is,
the ghost can't be
Is this-
targeted by any attack, spell, or other effect except ones that turn undead.
is the spooky still there?
Yeah, I mean, Angrod disappears and there's a ghost left there in his place.
Right, okay, that's fine.
I need to check something here. Can you see anything? If I do
I can
this?
see.
No.
I can see that
Angrod
light is.
disappeared.
Don't
can't-
move your token, alright? But now there's
I
a
can't-
spooky ghost
yeah.
here. Angrod, you
Wait a minute, did I get a bonus action?
will get to
Yes,
that
I
on
do.
your turn. Yeah,
Alright,
you
okay.
do, you do.
That
You
was my-
fucking. Oh.
I don't know what spells I got as bonus actions.
Wait, my question is.
We'll get to it, mate.
Oh no.
That's fine. That's fine. That's my turn.
It's not fine. Look what you've done.
I got the ghost out of you.
Nihal's
Oh,
turn.
sorry. I got you out of the ghost. It's
I'm
different.
gonna be a ghost.
Nihal, your
Well,
turn.
I tried to stab again the guy.
Mhm.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Nope. No good. Anything else?
No.
Let me see here. Damage, resistance. Since you've been hitting it, I'll say that you've figured out it seems to be resistance to fire. As you've been hitting it with your scimitar and it's kind of deflecting off a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you something for your bad rolls. However, it is the ghost's turn. Everyone, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, goodbye.
Except Angrod. The rest of you.
Goodbye, Peter.
Wait, I mean, you make more saves than I need to think about. Goodbye, giant lizard.
Elhorn, you're
Adios.
frightened by the
Nihal.
visage of this ghost.
Wait, Nihal.
Oh, Nihal.
Nihal's not rolled. She's still there.
No, because she got
What?
24. And giant
she?
riding lizard, who I'm guessing is Elhorn, the only, by process of elimination, rolled an 11.
I can't. Alright, sorry. Oh, yeah.
So, Elhorn, you're frightened. And at the end of, let's see, frightened target. Yeah, so you're feared. So you need to, you can't go any closer.
You can't go any closer, and attacks
Oh,
on
oh,
that target have disadvantage.
oh, oh. Also,
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Elhorn's
Oh,
like
sorry.
you feel your skin wrinkling as well, and you feel your back begin to ache a bit.
Welcome to 25, bro.
You really hit me. My...
Is his knees starting to click?
You feel like you aged a little bit there,
Oh.
and you're
Core
also
life crisis
you're
is
also
coming.
frightened. So yeah, we know how fear works. For cool. So that'll be that for the ghost. That's its action. Ironview, your turn.
I am gonna do that. Oh, that is chill touch.
Okay. That hits.
Is that what you meant?
Yes, I. Right, so it's 14 necrotic damage, but there's also yeah, skeleton hand, blah blah blah. Target takes damage and can't regain hit points until the
Well,
start. It's
firstly, that's a
minus.
ranged spell, so you roll with disadvantage because you're melee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We'll just take that damage if it hits, but.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't hit.
How in the fuck? It's
It just
a hand.
like it spookily just floats underneath your wee hand and jukes it.
Damn it. Right, never mind that.
Armor boy. He's going for the double slam. Okay. Does a 23 hit you, Elhorn?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage. Then it rolled a 24 to hit, so you also take another additional 14 points of bludgeoning damage. It gives you the
So
1
what?
2 hookaroo.
What, 27 altogether? What the fuck?
28.
28?
Math.
I don't know. I didn't hear the first number.
Angrod, you find yourself in a familiar plane, a plane that you were in for quite some time as you were training under your angelic celestial friend. The plane you seem to be occupying as your wits have gathered around you is cosmic-like, but where you are mostly grey and white, and you appear to be in some kind of garden with a big fountain at your side, a big water fountain, very intricate, like white stone, and all around you you're in a courtyard, a square or rectangular courtyard, and around you are big intricate white stone buildings forming this area, and you see some training dummies off to the side and like an archery range and things like that. So it's like some kind of training ground. However, it takes you some seconds to get your wits about you, so that's what you see for now. How long does banishment last?
1 minute,
Okay.
10 rounds.
And
Unless
can you...
I can choose to kill it, as I'm going to shortly.
Well, Angro just disappeared, so you don't know where he went, but...
Well, I know where it went.
No,
Well,
you don't. You just know I'm on a different plane.
yeah, you just know he's
That's,
on...
that's what I mean.
Yeah. Elhorn, your turn.
Oh boy. Well, I can still hit
Come on, old man.
armor guy,
I believe in you.
so I'm just gonna do that because I don't think spells hit them. Come on.
Hit.
Give me a sec.
6 points of piercing. Yeah. You're stabbing away chunks of its armor.
Give me a
That doesn't hit.
sec. Does it hit?
20 AC.
Spoilers.
Is that you?
Wow. Well, yeah. That
Bosner,
just made me sad.
you're up.
Okay.
The armor seems to
So-
be deteriorating at this point. It's kind of shaking.
I cast Spirit Guardians, which is a concentration spell, so my other concentration spell ends.
Just as you get your bearings, Angrod, and you're like, holy shit, I know where I am, and you just suddenly appear. I'll say behind the ghost because you can't occupy the same area.
Okay.
But well,
Wait,
actually,
wait,
roll
this
me a
is-
D3, D 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll me a D6. What'd you get? 2. Okay, so you appear here. And you're just like, oh fuck, Gladiola's gotta kill me, and then you're just back. You're back where you were.
I instantly look at Boss and I'm like, never do that again.
Like what? I got the thing at you. Would you rather be
You-
possessed?
I then notice there's 2 stab wounds in me, and I'm like,
You know, you saw it happen, dude.
and I'm like, do it that way.
Anyways,
Me. But anyway.
that's gonna cost your action to keep having a conversation. Oh, your bonus. Well, fuck it. So you use Spirit Guardians, which there's no point even doing the radius. They're both in it. So go ahead and roll the damage, and I'll do the save. It's a dex save,
It's
right?
12. Yeah, wisdom save.
Wisdom save, sorry. So the spoopy ghost fails, and the spoopy armor fails. Oh, it doesn't have any wisdom. -4 wisdom. Nice.
Jesus.
So the radiant or necrotic radiant, I think it is for you.
Yeah.
Just
What?
what?
It's not to do with how good I am, it's my god.
Just. Oh, how bad do you
Grey
have to be
area.
before your god abandons you?
It's 12 points of
I'm
damage.
I'm a cleric, not a paladin.
Let me see.
Is that not even mere like?
Addition, resistance, immunity, cool. So, oh, oh.
Yep. Undead.
I mean, I wasn't owing at that, but
Oh.
yeah, you probably aren't gonna like what I was owing at, but
Oh. Oh.
yeah, your little guardians start panging into your enemies, and the armor is on its last legs. It appears. However, the ghost. This is the first bit of damage you've dealt to it.
Uh-huh.
So Nihal, your turn.
What was the O?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh god.
That's nothing.
I'm gonna use poison spray on the armor.
Sure. Doesn't hit.
Oh shit, my bad.
What the fuck?
Don't be stealing my life now,
The
fucking hell.
spoopy ghost turns to Arenveer, and 21 hits, I believe,
It does.
and it deals 20 necrotic damage as big black fingernails almost extend from its hand, and it just rakes right through your body, almost stealing the life essence from you. So you take 20 points of
Nice.
damage.
20 points. Make it to damage you. Can
Yeah.
I use my?
It was
Hellish Rebuke?
necrotic, and you can use Hellish Rebuke. I don't know if you have resistance to necrotic or not.
I didn't. I think. I personally think I should, but
Nope.
I've not done it.
You don't.
I know, but I still think I should.
Alright. Well, we all think a lot of things. Cool. 6 points of fire damage. Let me
That is DC 17.
DC 17. Oh, it needs to make a save. Deck save. Cool. So, it fails. However, fire damage seems to be pretty ineffective against it.
Fuck.
But you dealt 3 damage, so there you go. And it's your turn. Hey, you can do stuff.
Is it? Can I disengage in a bonus action?
No.
No, unless you're a rogue.
Oh, yeah. I really don't know what.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I'm gonna use Misty Step.
Mhm.
And just bounce back over here.
You can't really go there. Let me have a look at the map here. I mean, if you do that, let's see where you are. You would basically fall down over the balcony, and then
Oh.
onto the spiral stairs. You could go further and go like on the middle of the spiral stairs, but then it would have half cover from like the elevation.
Does their count as ranged?
Yeah, yeah, and also you can go there.
Right.
Yeah, you missed the step.
Well.
5 feet.
And
Hey man, you're
Gonna
inside a house. I mean.
I'm gonna try chill touch again.
Okay. That hits. However, it appears to be immune to necrotic damage, as your hand just rakes through it, and it almost absorbs it.
Motherfucker.
Why are you like this?
Is it undead?
It's a ghost. It's
Fucking
literally
ghost,
a
you tit.
ghost.
He's undead.
Right, well, no, but
No,
Because
there's no, you don't get away with that. You can't ask that
Okay.
because it. What?
It's okay, mistakes were made. Bosner batters me to a play and he really should go.
Does a 22 hit Bosner?
Yes.
Does a 20 hit Bosner?
Yes.
Even with your extra armor?
Nah, that's gone.
Oh, okay, well you take 13 points of bludgeoning. In fact, you take 3, 4, 5, 25 points of bludgeoning altogether from the decrepit armor that's just on its last legs.
Right. Thanks. Okay. Cool. That's fine.
Just slammed you like hammer fist style. Angrod, your turn.
I'm still human.
You get to have a
Wait a
turn.
minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah?
I get another rebuke.
Yeah, you sure do.
Because nobody ever actually hits me, so I'm going to use it.
Yeah,
2d8 again.
go for it. And I need to make a save, right? Deck save.
Yeah. That's pretty.
Not the. Oh, a crit on the deck save, so I'll take half. 3 points of damage. It is like so close to crumbling. Anyway, Angrod's turn.
Right. What room am I in, Jordan?
You're all in the main hall, and there's a spiral staircase literally like right there to your right. And like these two kind of lead down to it. This is not a fully accurate representation of what my map actually is, but I can get the gist. Why do you
Right.
ask?
I wanted to know if the door I opened was to the nursery.
Well, the door you opened before you got attacked is behind the ghost. But you don't know if it's a nursery. It didn't look like a nursery. It looked like some kind of bedroom, I guess. But you never got a good look before you got attacked, to be honest. It's up to you what you want to do. There is a door next to the armor over here, and there's a door behind Nihal up north of her.
Do I cut a bitch? No, I'm... Oh wait, no. I can't do that.
Come on, what are you doing?
I'm just reading, man.
Sweet.
It is... I can't do that. I'm a cut a bitch and Dawnbringer.
Okay.
Oh,
That
I
absolutely
got
hits.
I will find your baby for you. Now leave this place.
Does that do it? Is the extra damage for undead?
Mm-hmm.
It is undead, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that does damage.
So it's 15 altogether.
Yeah, you cut through it and it gives a high-pitched scream as you cut away some of its incorporeal body. Anything else?
I'm like going full like exorcist and I'm like, leave apparition.
Okay. Elhorn, your turn.
Oh boy. Okay.
Come on,
Time
Emily.
to fist.
Spicy.
Come on. Yes. Alright.
That
I better
hits.
fucking die.
Okay. How would you like to kill this armor?
I don't know, I just kick in the burst plate and the rest of the pieces just fall.
Yeah, that happens. You just kick it and it just clangs against the wall behind it and on the floor.
How long am I feared for?
Do you not get a save at the end of the turn?
At the end of his turn, yeah. Did he get one last time?
No,
Okay.
don't think so.
Well, that's kind of on you to be honest for forgetting. So fuck you.
Yeah, I'd agree.
You're still feared. For now.
Okay, well, I'm running opposite side of whatever is here.
I don't think
there a
you
door?
have to move away, but you
No, you
have
don't
to.
have- you-
No,
yeah.
you only get a save.
I would like
You
to.
only get a save if you break line of sight. I remember that. And any attacks on it have disadvantage. So, what would you like to do?
So what's up north?
There's like a little corridor this way where I'm pinging, which leads to double doors that you can see. Do you want to go that way?
Yes.
Okay, don't mind where you are on the map then, I'll keep an eye on where you are. Do you want to try? You can break line of sight, there's a corner there
I would like to do
that
that.
dips off to the right and leads to another single door. So you dip
How
off to
far
the
is a
right,
single door?
you break line of sight. Oh, like, right there.
Ah.
You could even probably open the door, but opening doors is a free action.
Yeah, fuck it.
You open it and you see a wooden bathtub, a stove, and some kind of like barrel and tap system.
You just leave and go to the kitchen.
And it
Alright.
looks like a bathroom.
Alright, close the door.
And you can make a save now. I believe it's a wisdom save.
Yeet.
And the DC's pretty low. It's like, okay,
Oh,
you're
so
still
is my
scared.
wisdom.
You're like, oh, the spooky ghost. Is that you?
Yeah, that mean.
Bosner, you're up.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay, disadvantage because you're melee.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's a ranged spell.
Okay.
It's not hard to hit, to be honest. So, oh well, hard enough apparently. Yeah, shoots, goes wide and cracks into the wooden wall off to the side, kicking up some more cobwebs and dust.
Yay. Does my fairy friends?
Yeah.
Hmm.
When does it
Was
deal the damage?
I always forget.
Is it the end of their turn? Or is it the end of your turn?
I forget. Honestly, I can't remember. It's been too long. And I'm like, yeah.
We'll just say the end of your turn, just for the sake of it. Fuck it. Roll damage for Spirit Guardians. Make a dex
Was it
save.
3d8?
It fails its dex save, so yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 3d8, yeah.
Go ahead. 14 damage. Not bad. 14 points of radiant damage. Yeah, it gives out another high-pitched scream as more of your little fairy dudes start pounding through his body. Anything else?
Nope.
Nihal, your turn.
Well,
If you want to get into melee, you could occupy the space.
no, so I'm fine over here.
Okay. You can see it
I
because
can just-
Bosner's short. And it is floating slightly above the ground.
I can try to use poison spray. I don't think it's going to work, but
You could try. So it makes a con save, I believe it is actually.
yeah.
It passes. Wait, does this thing have?
It's DC 14, no 11.
As you spray at it, it appear. Oh, you need to be within 10 feet anyway, so you'd have to be behind Bosner directly.
Okay, then I move
Yeah.
there.
As you spray the poison over it, it seems to just like completely drip off his body, and poison doesn't seem to affect it at all. Poison damage.
Yay. All my spells are useless again.
Oh fuck, feels bad. However, the ghost's turn. It's gonna withering touch Bosner. 19 hit.
No.
Okay, it misses. Ironveer's turn.
Now remember what you learnt last turn.
It's bullshit. That it's fucking immune to my fucking shit. That's what I learned.
Man, it's so weird how undead are resistant or immune to necrotic damage.
Well,
Weird.
the thing is with Chill Touch, which was the reason I was asking you cunts, is because if I hit an undead target
Mm,
with Chill Touch,
mm.
it has disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
That's spicy.
Ooh, it's not hit you yet, you're fine.
Anyway, what are you doing? Come
I
on,
want to hit Bosner with a fucking chromatic.
come on. I want this combat to be over. Let's go.
I don't fucking know. I'm gonna use an acid arrow on it.
Go ahead. Wow, crit, nice. I mean, it hits. Go ahead, roll damage. Oh yeah, it takes the 9.
It's
it
the
takes a-
first.
takes 15 now, and then 16 on its turn. Quick maths. Oh, but it doesn't take 15 because it seems to be resistant to acid. So
Where are you
it
getting 15 from?
takes 8.
Use your holy light skills, Necromancer.
The 9 plus 6 is 15, and then the 8 plus 8 on its turn is
Well,
16.
the first two numbers are the 4d4.
That's only because it's a
should be the
crit.
base damage. Yeah.
It's 17.
Oh, sorry, yeah, you're right. It's 17 now. So
14.
So that's
later.
another -1 basically because it's halved. Cool. And then it takes. Yeah. Takes 14 on its turn. Cool. Well, half of that. Armor's dead. Angered, what are you doing?
Fuck shit up.
Oh,
Miss.
Don't fuck shit up.
Do you not have offhand?
no, I've not got anything in my offhand yet.
Okay.
That's
Oh, it's
almost a
because you're
bonus
are
action
you
for-
two-handing it or some shit?
Yeah, I'm two-handing it.
Oh, cool. Alright, if that's you, then it's Elhorn's turn.
Wait!
Wait. What?
Oh no, wait, it needs to be an action, never mind.
Okay, Elhorn, you're in a bathroom, cowering in fear. What'd you like to do?
Is there anything in the bath?
No, it looks empty.
Have a bath.
there's a kettle on the stove though,
Hmm.
which
It's you
Are there
boiling
any-
water
is this
supply
sounding
to-
familiar to anyone in this room?
It is.
It's a fucking kettle, you doofus. Okay. Would you like to do anything in this room as you're cowering in fear?
Nah, keep going.
Alright, make
Hey,
a save. Wisdom save. DC's 13 by the way.
let's tell that to my 0 wisdom.
Oh my god, you're still afraid. Wait, let me double check. It might be 11. Let me see.
Wait.
Horror
I should add my
message. No,
Jack of all
DC's
trades
13.
to it. There should be a 12
I don't think it's for
anyway.
saves. I think it's for skill checks, not saves.
Ah, yeah, maybe.
Bosner, your turn.
I'm going
Wait,
to do the
Kill
same
this
thing as last
fucking
time.
ghost, please. Same thing as last time, which was.
Guiding bolt.
Alright. Miss.
Shit.
Roll your spirit guardian damage, 3d8. It saves, so it takes half. 6. Cool. Alright. If that's you, Nihal.
Yeah.
Well,
So you know poison's no good. Acid's no good, necrotic's no good.
well, I've got poison,
Have you tried Radiant?
acid,
Yes, it works pretty well.
or fire,
Of course it is.
or I have an ice knife, but I don't think it's gonna work.
Roll an
Have you
intelligence
tried your
check.
bear form?
Where is it?
Okay, you crit. So, gathering from what you've seen so far, you know, acid still does damage, but you know, it takes half obviously. You haven't seen anything else, and you know necrotic is completely immune to it, and poison completely immune from what you've seen. But acid, out of those three that you're mentioning, colds have been untested, but acid's known to deal damage at least.
So I'll move over there.
Yeah, sure, you can move there. The doors, you can open the door and get in sort of that way.
And I used Primal Savagery.
What the fuck? Self? Why'd you have to roll to hit on yourself? What the fuck
No,
is
it's
the
not
spell?
self.
That's why savagery did.
So what it says here is that
Make a melee attack on a hit. Okay, well, a 7 doesn't hit, unfortunately. His AC is 15. Okay, so this thing, what the hell does this do? Okay, never mind. It's gonna attempt to Withering Touch Angrod. 12 doesn't hit.
Yee.
Ironveer's turn.
Let's.
Oh, did it take its damage for?
Nope. So it takes 7, because I believe it was 14, right?
Yep.
Cool. 7.
Aye, 14. Fuck it, I'm just gonna hit it with another one. I'll try to. Anyway.
Sure. Hits. 5 now. -5. I'm just gonna deal the whole thing because I can't be arsed keeping up.
No.
Alright. Is that you?
Yes.
Angrod,
Dawnbringer.
do it.
Oh my god.
Miss. Anything else?
I do want to check something.
What?
I think it's an action. Yeah, it's one action. Fuck. Never mind. I'll end my turn.
Okay. I mean, this thing isn't looking good. So, Elhorn, you're cowering in the bathroom. Still.
I wanna
Would you
look
like
for
to do?
other rooms.
You wanna what?
Look for other rooms.
There's a room opposite to this room. The double doors.
Let's go.
Go. You open them up and you see a dusty old. It's hard to tell because it's pitch black. But dusty old master bedroom it looks like with a big bed, and you can see the entrance to the dumbwaiter off to your right in the far wall. You can also see directly to the right there's some kind of small single door, and then further along there's a door to some kind of balcony. You've got like, yeah, I mean there's like a tiger fur carpet. There's like tables, a table, a couple chairs and shit. There's some chests and stuff.
Ooh, chest. Does
Well,
it look like you could
Maybe I shouldn't say
fit anything under the
chest.
bed?
Are you going with this picking up chest shit again, mate?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I need to
No.
see. Right, that's just at a glance, but what would you like to do? You've still got some movement. You've used like 10 feet of your movement.
Right. Does it look like you could hide something under the bed?
Yeah, you could. There's space under the bed.
I wanna check that then.
What, you want to check under the bed?
Yes.
Okay, you run over and use your action to look under the bed, and there doesn't appear to be anything.
Bamboozle.
You still got bonus and a little bit of movement left.
Can I
Yeah.
check the chest?
It's not sure, you know what, fuck it, go ahead. You can go over to the chest, but you won't be able to check it with your bonus.
Does
It's,
it have a lock on it?
it's small. It's pretty small. It's more of like a box. It doesn't look like it has a lock on it.
Okay, well, that's me then.
Okay, we can start opening it up. But you broke line of sight, so roll me a wisdom save. DC 13.
Fourth time charm.
DC 13. Yay, you're no longer scared of the spoopy ghost. Bosner, you're
Ooh.
up.
Step
This
back.
thing's looking rough. Okay, it gets to attack you.
Yeah.
Okay, let her touch. Doesn't hit.
Cool. Now a guide bolt. For the third time.
Sure, do it. Hits.
That's still. Oh, I should have just done it as my. Right. I'm doing it at third level because fuck everything.
Okay,
There you go.
18. Alright, it's looking rough. Roll your spirit guardians. In fact, it doesn't matter what you roll here. So how would you? Your spirit guardian just like plow into it, and its form just dissipates into nothingness.
They're little. Oh, I forgot they're called Valkyries. That's what they are.
Yeah, sure. But you guys have dealt with your encounter.
That was way longer than it should have been.
You're
Yeah.
telling me, bro.
I was the only one to damage to it. Everyone was like, "Ah, you know what I'll do? I'll attack the fucking."
It's gonna be
Oh,
a 2-part
yeah.
Halloween special, I think. lads.
How have
This
you
is
known I
part
didn't do
104.
damage as well?
It's fine. Just next week add some fireworks as well, and then it'll cover everything.
Wait for the Christmas,
Christmas,
themed
New
one.
Year's.
So, what is everyone doing at this point?
Open das
Go and
chest.
check the fucking room.
Okay, you open it and it's a jewellery box. It looks like it's filled with gold filigree and some gold rings and a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant. So
How
the
small
gold,
is the box?
it's like, you know those jewellery boxes. Do you have like a sister? They always have these. It's like one of
I know
those,
what
you
jewellery
It's
boxes
got
are.
like it's like got levels, and you kind of like push it and flip it open and shit.
Alright.
Yeah, it's like that. It's wooden and it looks very nice, very ornate.
Fuck
And,
it, I'll put it in my backpack.
All right. Well, let me tell you what it's. Well, I'll just tell you what it's worth in total.
Okay,
let me do some
let me
math
write it
here.
down.
So everything with all the contents added together. Let me get my
Wait.
calculator. Oh, I don't even need a calculator. Actually.
Box.
So
Okay.
850 gold pieces. Everything's worth
Alright.
850. What's everyone else doing?
Go and check the room.
The room where the spoopy ghost came from.
Yeah.
Okay, you go in. The wall to the right has a door, a small single door, and a set of double doors, which you can see through the glass panes. The double doors lead out onto a balcony. However, the single door you can't see through. It's solid wood.
I'm
And the
gonna check
place
the
is
single
very-
door.
Okay. As you open the door, what do you see? You see a nursery, it looks like. Fitted a pretty small room with nothing but a crib. A very old looking, very dusty, wooden, basic crib. And you could swear there's creaking coming from it. And also there's a window to your left as you walk in, which you can see out of just onto the balcony.
I call the others.
Okay.
As we walk across, I say to Angrod, "So Angrod, did you have a nice wee trip there? Do something nice.
Fuck you.
Where did you go?
Can't tell you.
Where was that? What?
Can't tell you.
You can't tell me.
Legally
Okay then.
obliged.
Legally okay.
As you guys walk in as well into the initial room, there is a... don't know if I mentioned everything in this room. There's a quite a large mirror to the opposite of the bed. Like I said, there's two bedside tables flanking the bed next to the windows. There's a fireplace on the far end, and like a little, what is that? Wardrobe. A wardrobe next to the mirror. The full length mirror. Cool. But yeah, you guys get called to the nursery, and you see what I described. Whilst Elhorn's looting the master suite.
You know
And I
what?
tell them that whoever wants to go and check it is very welcome to do so.
Can I check my doors?
You check the first one. It leads to a. Oh, goddamn. Let me get this up. So 12B is just an empty, dusk-choked closet,
Hmm.
and then the other door leads to an outside balcony, but nothing of interest.
Oh yeah. I head back
Okay.
to the
Whilst-
hallway. Alright.
Whilst you guys are checking out the nursery. So,
What was it, How did they want to?
she didn't want to check out the crib.
Oh, I'll do
There's
that.
nothing in the room but a basic wooden crib covered in
Right.
cobwebs and dust, and there's some kind of creaking coming from it.
I'm gonna go over to that.
It's not a trap.
You sure?
Good boy.
How sure are you about doing that?
Very.
You go over to the crib, and you see a name etched across the crib, almost carved in with like a knife or something crude. And along the top of it, it just says Walter. And you look in, and there is some kind of semblance of bedding, old bedding covered in dust, and it's pitch black in here. But with your dark vision, you can see there's some kind of stain on the bedding.
Can I? Oh, let me touch this thing. Is it wet?
No, it doesn't feel wet. Your hand's covered in dust though. And when you smell it, it smells irony,
Like blood.
like blood.
You'd know about blood.
So, what was the creaking?
Who knows?
It stopped.
Alright, I'm gonna walk away from it.
Okay.
And tell the rest of them there's blood on the sheets and the name Walter engraved on it.
Walter is dead.
I guess.
Do you leave the room? Make a all you make perception checks. Who are in this room, so probably everyone besides Elhorn. You'll be arriving just as this happens.
Just kick in the door. Ayo.
The door's open. Okay. Well, Ironveer, as you leave the room, you get a chill down your spine. And you hear the faint cry of an infant once more, but this time it seems like it's coming from within one of the walls. It's muffled and it sounds close.
Strapped in the walls, we need to get out.
On it. Don't know which wall.
Wall.
One of the walls in here, it seems. No one else appears to have heard it. As you look around.
Right, okay.
And the rest of you come
um,
into the main bedroom that is adjoined to the nursery.
I'm gonna
Maybe
go to a wall
maid's-
and put my hands on it and like feel along like every wall until I think I know roughly where it is.
Sure, make an investigation check.
I asked what the fuck he's doing.
Did you nobody hear the baby?
Okay, you start going around the walls and knocking on them, and you get to the wall on the east side. And as you begin knocking on it, it sounds hollow. And it's the wall where the wardrobe's mounted on and the mirror lay on as well, the full length mirror. And you can tell, judging by like the spacing between here and the main area, the main hall, there is some empty space in here, clearly.
Bosner, come and smash this.
Aye. I go and smash that.
Okay. You start smashing the wood with your warhammer, and on the lower areas, it is pressed against some kind of staircase, but sort of higher up to the side of the wardrobe, there is some semblance of stairs which you destroyed parts of from hammering it. And you can tell by the way the stairs are leading, from what you can see, it leads to downwards towards sort of past the wardrobe and the mirror. And if you were to like smash in the wall, I guess, from where you first came in the door, maybe that would do it. If you want to smash it. Sure, just give me an attack roll with your warhammer. Fuck it. Just roll damage.
That was disadvantage. That was disadvantage.
I know,
It should be a
I know.
25.
I got you, fam. Yeah, you start bashing into it, and eventually you break it. And as you break it and everyone watches this, you look off to the right, and you see that there was a hidden panel behind the mirror. And you're just like, but you like get halfway through your smashing and notice it. You don't like break a big enough hole for everyone to get through, but you made a huge ruckus doing that.
Yeah.
Like crunching of your warhammer against the brittle wood that's up here. And there's also another panel to the left, it seems. You can see with the radiant light of Dawnbringer shining. So, do you just... what are you doing? Do you continue smashing or what?
I just keep smashing away. I haven't noticed the panel yet. I just like smash.
No, you
smash.
definitely noticed it,
Oh,
but,
okay. I noticed it.
but you can keep smashing if you want.
Yeah.
But to get a big enough hole for everyone to comfortably fit, you know, you're gonna have to spend a minute just breaking through this.
Okay then.
Alright, you do it. You break up an entrance for everyone to fit through, and you see there is wooden stairs leading upward. And this is clearly a hidden passage. And the rest of you notice there are hidden doors at either side of where Bosner smashed. There's a hidden door entrance coming from the main hall and from the the bedroom next to the nursery. The nursemaid
Okay.
suite.
Right, guys. From now on, gotta check better for like the hidden bits.
Yeah, so. Should we go back downstairs and start smashing walls? To find the basement?
Well, we don't smash walls to get to the base and we just smash.
Yeah, I'm going to say I could do that. You want to do that?
Can we check the panels first?
Nah, smash.
I would
So-
check the panels.
What the fuck are you doing right now? The panels that which lead to this area you've just opened up.
Oh, do they both just lead to the one area?
Yeah, they're like secret entrances that lead into this.
Ah, right. Okay. Fuck it, I'm going through the holy mate.
Yeah, okay. The stairs do lead up towards the attic area, it seems. And you walk. Are you going up? Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Ironveer seems to be leading the way.
I'll follow you.
Cool. Yeah, you guys start heading up, and then it turns at a right angle to the left. You go up, and there is a rickety old door at the top. And you guys are walking through cobwebs after cobwebs as you're ascending the stairs. And yeah, you come to this rickety old door. And as you slowly start squeaking it open, you walk in and find yourselves in a fairly large open area. It's a bare hall choked with dust and cobwebs, and there are several doors leading off from this. As you come in, there's one immediately to the east, two further north, and one to the west.
I check for hidden doors.
Sure,
What
make an
with?
investigation check.
Boston smash.
You just start like bumbling around in the dark.
I'm going around just banging my hammer off random walls. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Nah.
Alright, I'm back. So,
I was
fucking,
wondering what happened.
yeah, my bad. Just fucking people, man. They're dickheads.
Yeah.
Anyway, so 16, where are we? Yeah, so you start looking for it. You just see Bosner just bumbling around. You can see he has a look on his face like he's really hinking hard, like he thinks he's doing something good here, just knocking on the walls and stuff, and he's like, yep. And you're just thinking to yourself, yep, that's a wall. Yeah, that's pretty solid. You're just going around.
If I was a ghost, where would I put my hidden entrances? Hmm. Wait a minute, ghosts can go through walls. What the fuck am I trying to put there?
What are the rest of you doing as he's just going around knocking on the walls looking for hidden entrances?
Check one of the doors.
Sure, which one?
Any?
You've got a close one to the east, one to the
This
west.
one.
Alright, you try it and it seems to be locked. And looking at it,
Bosner,
there is a
can you
padlock.
smash it?
What?
Can you smash the door?
It looks solid. It looks like a solid door. Like, meant for keeping something in or out.
Did you say there was a padlock?
There is a padlock, which has
These
the door.
two.
Okay. Bosner's like, you're like calling over to Bosner as he's knocking on the far wall, and then Angor just steps in with his trusty thieves' tools, and fails. You snap your
It always
lockpick.
does
You
this.
snap one of your lockpicks inside the lock.
That's so rude. Eh. I knock
There
on the
is
door.
a window, I should mention. Immediately as you come up to the top of the stairs, open the door, there's a window there, which leads on to some kind of landing.
I'm gonna go out the window.
Sure, you slide the window up and it actually opens. You stand on the landing, however, there isn't a window to this particular room that you were trying to get into on this side of the house that you can see.
Can I see any other windows though?
Nope.
Hmm.
Did Did you crit your perception check earlier when you were looking at the house?
Oh, fuck me, I can't tell.
No, I don't think you did.
No, 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 no.
No, never
No,
mind.
he has some dust in his eyes.
It
No,
does
that
come
was
out.
when he was
I
looking
can't
at the
tell.
balcony. That was when he was looking at the balcony, though.
Where's my baby? That's the
Never,
last
never
thing
mind.
I
You
did.
you probably wouldn't have noticed this. It's fine. In fact, fuck it. Make an intelligence check.
Oh no.
Mm, you're trying to remember like where the windows are, and there was that many you can't really recall if there was a window to that room or not. In the attic, it's quite hard to see up that high as well. So, what are you doing, and what's everyone else doing?
How climbable does it look?
Check another room.
Due to the actual brick of the house being pretty ragged at this point, it doesn't look impossible. You could do it probably with a decent enough athletics check.
Unfortunately.
You're pretty high up. You're like 30 odd feet up. 35, maybe even 40 feet up.
Wait, oh wait. First things first, Jordan. I'm going back to my lockpick
Yeah.
in the door.
Yeah.
I like line it back up and I cast mend in.
Sure, you can do that. Yeah,
How I do that?
you mend the broken lockpick together.
And then can I use my thieves tools again?
Well, roll me a dex check to see if you can jimmy it back out.
I swear to God, roll 20. Don't fuck me over.
2.
Okay, you managed to get it free. Now roll a thieves tool check, and it's gonna be a more difficult check for you.
Roll 20.
Wait a minute,
Help
I'm gonna cast Bless.
Okay, Bosner blesses
I'll
you.
inspire him.
Oh fuck, you're getting blessed
No.
and inspired. So you get
And I'm
Guys.
also blessing myself and Angrod and Aramvir.
Okay, well that's gonna take you 12. That's gonna take you like 18 seconds to do all that, but sure.
No, it takes one
An
action.
attack roll
Yeah, which
or
is
a
6
saving
seconds.
throw. So basically your bless is useless for me. But thank you all the same.
Okay.
Oh, saving throw. Oh, fuck. Okay.
So yeah, roll me a few stills.
Cancel it.
And then I'm going to use the 1d6 as well.
And yeah, you can add your inspiration as you please.
8.
You don't have to,
One.
but
Edit.
so you manage to finally get it free, and clink, the padlock comes free.
And then a ready Dawnbringer has opened the door.
Okay.
And I'm like, are we ready?
It opens. You see immediately this room contains on the opposite end a bricked up window flanked by 2 dusty wood framed beds, and they look like they're made for children's size.
Oh.
Closer to the door you've entered is a toy chest with windmills painted on its sides, and a dollhouse that's a perfect replica of the dreary edifice in which you stand. These furnishings are draped in cobwebs. Lying in the middle of the floor are also 2 small skeletons wearing tattered but familiar clothing. The smaller of the
I
2
told you they
cradles,
were dead.
a stuffed doll that you also recognize.
I fucking told you.
Stop ruining the surprise, Nihal. I'll go over to the dollhouse. Does it open up?
You want to try? You can make a perception check to see.
Yeah,
Sure, go ahead.
but we all know my eyesight. It's 15.
You find, actually, looking around with that check, not only the doors and openings which you can open in the dollhouse, but you found some secret ones, including one in the attic, which leads to a spiral staircase in the replica. And looking at it from the replica, you can sort of judge based on where you are where that secret staircase may be within the attic. Hold on for a hot second. After you've fiddled around and disturbed the dollhouse, a pair of ghosts appear in the form of Rose and Thorn in the middle of the room over their skeleton bodies. The girl calls out and tells you to leave her dollhouse alone. And the boy seems to have a scornful look on his face.
So they don't recognize us.
She's like, leave it alone! And you turn around
fucking
and you
dash
just
his
see
call
these
in.
ghosts. And all of you just see these
I-
ghosts.
and
Angrod's
I
like
say-
inside the room and the rest of you are kind of at the entranceway, but they're there right in the middle of the room.
And I turn around and I say to her, if you want me to stop the monster, Rose, I have to look.
That sounds kinda.
Says, she says,
Shut
"No,"
up.
says,
You sad bastard.
says, the last time someone said that, we were locked here and left to die.
And then I show her like my tools. I'm like, I'm not one to leave something mocked, kid. Let us help you.
She says, you know, there's a secret door in the attic. Bet you didn't know that.
I did it.
Where is it?
But now I do.
Look, it's right there. And she points. Just get in the general direction in the attic. It's
Right,
that way,
okay.
and her finger traces slightly upward and slightly, in fact directly upward from where she's standing. It's through there.
What's on the other side?
In the other room, you dingus.
I'll let you off because you're a kid. But why did they lock you up in here?
Mummy and Daddy says we're not allowed to go to the basement. And when they're doing their secret things, we get locked up here so we don't see anything. And the last time they did that, they forgot to feed us. And now we're dead.
Nice, Mom and Daddy.
So why are you still here if you're dead? Oh, we
Oscar.
told you. What?
They're children!
Why couldn't you
They're
feed
dead
yourself?
children.
You're not that fucking small. You could have fed yourself.
I couldn't get it though, the room was padlocked. It's got a bricked up window. Where the fuck are they meant to get food?
Yeah,
Well,
it
she
was
should have
padlocked from the outside. That way.
ate her brother.
And then you
Alright,
can see the
you
brother gets
fucking-
pissed off and he runs towards you, Ironveer. And I need you to make wait,
Dex save.
wait, does this
Hey,
just...
fucking shut up. you-
Wait, does this just happen? Wait, I think this just happens, holy shit.
It would be a deck save.
No.
It's that kill. It's that kill. It's that kill.
Rolo!
Rollo.
Okay, I need you to make a charisma save. Should be fine. You got good charisma.
Charisma. Never ever say should be fine.
Yeah. You can see he tries to get inside your body, but you manage to will yourself out, and you push him away,
Push a ghost
and
on.
he just kind of goes like,
No.
"Ugh," and he's just kind of like frustrated.
Oh, we're fighting again.
No!
Mm-hmm.
The fucking
He
Waynes!
stands there with his arms crossed, just looking up at you with like his.
He's
like,
a ghost,
brow
Wayne, that's just
furrowed.
trying to possess the fucking necromancer.
Oh, that's the necromancer's fault. He agitated the Wayne.
Is there an exorcism spell? I
Yeah,
want to
the
remove that. I
Rose
want to learn
pipes
that.
up and she says, "You can't leave us here. Not again."
Man, I turned to him like, I am not leaving you here to rot.
We just
Well-
want to. We just want to
Literally.
rest. Finally. We've been here for so long.
So what's keeping you here?
What's ever in the basement?
She looks at the skeletons or remains of her and her brother,
So does that Armweir.
and then
Oh, let's burn them.
looks to you all and says, "I think we need to be buried."
Oh, fly.
What about burnt?
Damn.
They
Everybody
shit-
likes fire.
You have no sensitivity for the ghost. Fucking hell.
I'm a necromancer. I don't give a fuck about ghosts.
Make another charisma save. The boy gets into your body, and although you still have full autonomy over your body, you gain the following flaw. I'm scared of everything, including my own shadow, and weep with despair when things don't go my way.
Oh god. Oh no.
Boo.
And then the girl's like, "No, you can't leave me here," and then runs towards you, Angrod. Make a charisma save.
Oh, you. Never mind him weeping with despair. I'm like, I like. Oh, come on.
I go to the corner sobbing.
Oh.
Goes into your body. You gain the following flaw. I like to be in charge and get angry when other people tell me what to do.
And I say, we're burying the bodies.
You feel a lot of resistance about that from within your body. As you like go to like continue with the burning, you start
I'm
to
not.
lose.
I am not burning.
You start
I
to
am.
lose control.
I said burying, not burning.
And then you hear like female giggling in your mind.
Can I try and set them on fire?
If you can do it. Well, you're probably too scared at the moment.
So
I
can
talk
we
to the-
just put the remains in the bag of holding and go in the fucking basement and then we're gonna bury them.
It's a bad idea because there's too many bones
You
in
don't
there.
have to shout.
Oh, are you scared?
We're burying the bodies right now.
Well, okay, you go
No,
then.
no, we're not. Why? We need to go into the basement and see what's in the basement.
We have fucking ghosts inside of us. Oh.
They'll come with us. It's fine.
You're terrified at that prospect, Arvir.
I'm staying here.
You're terrified of that prospect as well, mate.
Somebody has to stay with me.
No.
I get in the cover. I get in the bed beside the bones.
No, the bones are in the middle of the floor, but the beds are
Ah,
empty.
Well, I just get in one of the beds and just pull the sheet up over my face
Yeah.
and start sobbing.
I speak to Rose in my head. And I say to her, Rose, I'll.
Doesn't work like that. You feel like you have to say out loud.
Okay, I say like, Rose, I will put you and your brother to rest. And like, respectful manner.
You just hear echoing back. Take us with you. Don't leave us.
Just
Put
you
them in a
guys
bag of
stay.
holding.
We can't be
You can
abandoned
just-
again.
You
It
guys
is
can just stay inside them, and
dangerous.
we'll go wherever we go. Okay.
It's dangerous, Rose.
Take our bodies with you. And we'll be
Dangerous
with
for
you.
what?
Our bodies can't leave this room.
Why not?
I mean, I meant we can't leave this room because our bodies are here. Take our bodies
Right,
with you.
Put
I
the
will
bodies
bury
in the
you.
fucking bag.
Just
Make
carry
a-
the
make a
fucking
pers-
bones.
Make a persuasion check, Angrod.
Me.
Angrod.
I yup.
She's like, no, I don't believe you. You're gonna leave us. I need to see you take our bodies.
I pick up the bodies.
Adam
Yep.
Veer put them in the holding
I
bag.
pick up Rosie's body. Like what I assume to be Rosie's
It's
body.
literally like a pile of bones, loosely held together by the clothing that's around them.
And I go outside.
Outside this room.
Outside this room, I go all the way outside the back.
What do you mean?
Like out the house.
All the way down?
all the way down.
Well, as you're leaving, she's like, no, 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 not there. Take us with you.
Rose,
As you start like
your
going
father
downstairs.
may have been a shitbag. I am not going to be a shitbag.
She said, I'm never leaving then. I'm with you forever now.
Now you have two girls in your hand.
Right, right. I drop everything.
You drop
feel it.
everything.
I literally pull out the Dawnbringer, and
Right?
I'm like, I spin it around. I'm like, what is this sword? What did I tell you this sword was?
I don't care, you doo-doo heads.
And I put Dawnbringer to my fucking head,
Okay.
and I tell her, I can turn it on and it'll kill both of us instantly.
And that's the end of
Says-
the other character.
She says, I mean, make an intimidation check.
Pussy, you don't dare.
Oh, that's investigation, my bad.
Oh, you wasted a crit.
No!
Oh my god.
She says, I'm already dead. And then starts laughing.
Let's see if he was bluffing.
Take us to. She says, take us to the basement. I want to see Mummy and Daddy before we're buried.
Okay, okay. Get the bag of fucking holding. You will be safe in there, out of everyone's trouble. And will you let the adults do the talking?
Puts in first. I need to see it.
Okay, okay. And I,
Don't come out. You can fuck off.
and I'm like, grow the fuck up. This is your fault.
I like cocoon myself in the covers. Go away.
Okay, so
I get really angry. I'm like, give me the fucking bag. That's all I want.
Somebody help me.
No, somebody help me.
So wait, what the fuck are you doing? Is Bolster and Nihal just watching this transpire?
I'm confused as fuck, man. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, you mostly just see them talking to themselves and can't hear like the ghost voices.
I tell them, we're going to the basement right now, but we need to put the bones in the bag. They need to see me do it.
I don't like bones.
I literally like take the bag, I shake the bag violently.
Okay.
Every fucking body part.
No!
Okay. make a contested athletics check. Actually, just make it. Yeah, fuck it. Athletics is fine. Whoever the second one was wins. Oh no, wait, that's the first. Alright.
I was the attacker. I'm the attacker. No,
Okay,
no,
yeah,
no,
the
no.
attacker does win. Okay, so you managed to just wrestle the bag of holding from his tight clutches.
I put Rose and I put Thorn in nice and gently, respectful.
Yeah.
And I put the bag on my back. I'm like, Rose, how do I get to the basement right now?
Okay, she exits your body and you feel less bossy and empowered.
No, I don't.
Okay, and then Rose
What
just
about
says.
Iron?
Rose turns towards Arenveer, who's like cocooned up in the bed in the corner, and just says, "Come on, Thorn, we're gonna see Mum and Dad." And he exits your body, Arenveer, and you feel just a wave of embarrassment come over you. The big bad necromancer reduced to this.
Stay cocooned.
I go over and I just stealth along the back of the head.
I want that bag back, Angrod.
Fuck off.
I'd fucking get up.
Sure. So
And I go back over. I go over to the dollhouse and ask, "Can you show me how to get to the basement, Rose?"
she shows you. She points to where you are now. She says, "We are here. In this
Thank you.
room, there's a door which leads down to the basement, but we've never been allowed to go." And she points to, there's a, you know the door, like when you come out. Basically, you come out this door that the room that you're in, turn right. At the end of the hallway, there's a door to that right and the left. You take the left.
Okay. Right, here we go. We're going.
Like you can see from here, the other, there's 3 rooms you haven't looked at in the attic. 2 of them are spare bedrooms. One of them looks to be some kind of storage room, and it's the storage room which seems apparently contains a secret door. It's
Oh,
up
let's
to you.
go.
You're just going straight for the storage room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys go, and door's unlocked, and the ghosts have apparently disappeared for now. They're no longer taking their near incorporeal forms around you, and you come to a dusty chamber packed with old furnitures. Most of it's covered with like white cloth coverings and filled with dust. But you can see, you know, there's like chairs, coat racks, standing mirrors, mannequins, and the like. Near an iron stove, there is a trunk, a wooden trunk, and yeah, nothing else catches your eye just now. You've got a bunch of furniture and a wooden trunk, and there's a window on the far end, leading out towards the front of the house.
I want to investigate the trunk.
Okay. You go over and you open the trunk, and what you see are skeletal remains of a full-sized human,
My God.
wrapped in a tattered bedsheet stained with dry blood. Yeah.
I like.
Throw him in the bag.
Make an intelligence check. You realize you're directly above the room in which a spectre descended from the ceiling and attacked you.
Oh, no. There put the rest. I close the trunk.
You just close the trunk.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Search for the hidden door.
Investigation. The rogue doing rogue things.
That's great!
What did you... Is anyone else doing this?
No.
What's he doing? I missed that.
He's searching for hidden doors.
Alright,
I'll do it.
keep one of them in my hand if it...
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You know you can do it with advantage if you have help. Instead of just everyone rolling investigation. It takes you guys some time. Let's see here. Where are we? Fuck. I've got so many maps, dude. Okay, yeah, so it takes you guys some time. Embarrassingly so, since you were told there was literally a secret door in this room. Maybe you were lied to. But after 10 minutes or so, eventually, right next to where the wooden trunk was, you do find a secret door in the east wall. And it's like a panel which opens up. And let me just see. So 21. Is this just gonna be this? We'll finish up in a sec. Come on, you fuck. Hurry up and load. Yeah. You see secret stairs. A narrow spiral staircase made of creaky wood is contained within a 5-foot wide shaft of mortared stone, which starts in the attic and seems to descend downward. And that's where we'll
Let's
end.
go.
Finish up there.